Hello again, and welcome back to the Dev Plays, the Crucible of Avarice campaign, using the Animite table and no!
The Animite tables.
The Animite table. The Animite Tales. The Animite Tales tabletop RPG system. Last week, we saw the team go up against the humans of the South. As what transpired was Stan went against the master of the Shungi clan, Tunga Shungi, and it was a resounding success as Stan defeated him by becoming a tank yet again. Afterwards, Fletcher went up against his rival, Dias Miyamoto, and finally scooped the victory without taking any fatal injuries. Finally, Anarche, after learning the techniques of the Storm God's visage, was able to make his energy construct mech going up against the gunslinger. After only 2 blows had come to pass within the fight, the gunslinger known as Cass walked out of the arena, realizing he could do nothing against Anarche. Finally came the mineral samurai known as the First Pillar, who went up against Anarche and defeated him. However, Anarche did make a note that this individual is not normal, that he, despite what he claims to be, is definitely not just a normal human. He has some other kind of ability that is keeping him from from either passing out, dying, or at the very least sustaining damage for long. After that, when he left the arena, it is now the time as we sort of open up. Felix, you're watching this, and as Anarche sort of comes back out, he sort of like catches his breath for a second, only to realise he actually doesn't need to catch his breath as he looks over at you. And Anarche approaches you, Felix.
Yeah, so you should probably go up next.
Alright.
I will just say that, he's definitely not human, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure his ability is similar to Stan's, his healing one, but it's different in some fundamental aspect. So expect someone hard to be put down.
As long as he can't deal more than I can dish out.
Yes,
We should be
just
good.
remember, just to transform before you enter the arena.
Right.
And,
Standard procedure, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just do your thing.
I'm if nothing but the local janitor, cleaning up.
Thank you, Dad. And I'm gonna go and, I don't know, get a milkshake. Bye.
Did you just call him Dad?
He did, didn't he? Is that slip of the tongue, or was that
There's
actually on purpose?
no time to respond because I'm gone. You'll never know.
He just like turns around. He turns around. His eyes widen as sparkles begin to sort of come forth from his eyes as he takes his glasses down ever so slightly and just goes, "Son."
Yeah, Felix will head up to the arena. He will transform before going in.
Okay, I thought I was going to catch you off on that one. I'm not going to lie.
No.
Kane even said this to me. If he doesn't transform beforehand, I'm going to scream.
I mean, technically, it doesn't even take an action to it, so it's literally just...
No,
it's just more if he gets the move speed before you,
Yeah.
he can just do heavy damage to you.
Yeah, okay, I guess still roll like the d20 plus 10 anyway, because we need to sort of know roughly what kind of things that you're rolling with.
Okay. 16.
Fair enough. You power up, transform both, and then do you do anything beforehand, or do you just walk in?
Well, I'm at max stockpile and everything. There's nothing I need to do beforehand. I will walk in.
Fair enough. You walk in as Pinky says, as she basically just goes, "It's unbelievable, folks. Despite everything that Anarche threw at him, he is still standing. There is blood gushing from outside of his armor, but it seems as though it's beginning to slow down. As now Felix approaches, will he be able to make this comeback? Will they be able to win against these odds? Let's find out as we begin the fight! Roll me move speed."
12.
Oh,
Oh boy.
oh boy. There is still a chance.
There is still a chance, but you know.
No.
To be fair, that's not a bad natural 20 get out of the way. So.
Yeah, that is fair. Sake. I will roll, regardless, I shall still roll for this ability. I believe it's that. What do I have it on? Oh, okay. Okay. I can work with that.
Okay.
As he rushes towards you and immediately attempts to go for a double slash with both of his weapons.
Ooh.
I guess it would be reactive strike.
Mm-hmm.
Just to like take both hands as he's rushing and pummel his head into the ground.
Fair enough.
So it's been a bit. God, is it only plus 10 with reactive? Or?
No, because you've got skill harmony based itself off.
So it is
16, yeah. Because it's your strength modifier plus your hand-to-hand modifier. Nice, you do indeed, and you also stop the attack in total. So as you do so, you slam him down to the ground, hitting him into the ground. Roll me damage, but I'm going to ask you to roll me damage without your willpower dice. So it would be everything minus...
The plus 25 or...
No, it'd be everything... be everything minus the 25 anyway. But it's basically 5d10s plus 16, I believe.
Okay. So just taking out half of the things. 42.
Okay, as you slam his head and then immediately bring it smashing down into the ground, you do notice that, like, despite how powerful that attack was, it doesn't seem to have done that much damage. As a matter of fact, because you're hitting this helmet, you feel like a complete disconnect from him and him as a whole. As you not only feel like you've done less damage, you actually feel like that attack was almost not completely useless, but almost like flaccid compared to all of the other hits that you normally do. Considering it definitely smashes and cracks the ground, the helmet is completely unaffected.
Interesting.
However, he is now prone, and it is now your turn.
Okay. What all is this guy wearing, like, armor-wise?
Completely head-to-toe samurai armor that seems to be made out of a white quartz-like material.
Could I use an action to try and rip off the helmet?
Okay, yeah, go for it.
That'd be...
Grapple.
Would that be grapple? Okay,
or finesse.
Where's... I'll go with grapple.
Ooh, okay. Despite lying down as you sort of go to do that, he immediately sort of like turns around and slashes back at your hand as he deals. Now, despite the damage that he is actually dealing with this attack, it's still less than your willpower, so technically it will still be like halved and everything. So I believe it's just trying to find it now. Spirit. Damn it, where is it? Ah, there we go. Okay, Spirit of the South.
I guess I could have activated my strenuous form before entering for like the extra defense, but that's in the past.
It's all it's all in the past. So take away 8 from that. It would then be 52, then half that, so it's 26 points of damage you actually take.
26. Okay.
Is that still physical damage? Like that he's dealing? Because obviously, Felix has a natural physical resistance anyway, and because it doesn't beat his willpower, technically, that would still work, wouldn't it?
Yes, so in that case, I'd only be adding the actual willpower damage in that case, so that would be 9 plus 6 plus 8. So... 23 damage. Okay. You take 23 damage from the willpower, but the blade itself does not cut through your skin. Okay. Since he does stop you from doing that, that does end your turn. As he does get back up. Shall I roll for this, just to see? And he goes in for another attack. This time wielding both blades. As he tries to sort of do some kind of like X cut towards...
Once again, just a reactive strike.
Yeah, fair enough. Ooh. That's enough to hit him, but that's not enough to stop his attack, so he'll also be hitting you. So I'll roll for his damage.
And I imagine, again, just still the 5d10 plus 16.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so... that would be 3. Okay, you do hit him, and it does feel like you're doing some damage, but just genuinely, like, that armor is just basically cock blocking you. Or smack blocking you, I guess you could say. However, his attack deals... it deals 18 points of damage.
Okay.
As his swords hit you.
I'm still at full stockpiles because of the hits.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, is that the end of his turn?
That is indeed the end of his turn, yes. But he is now standing up.
My compliments to your smith. That armor is impressive.
He does not say anything, and he readies himself.
Okay. Let's see, we'll go ahead and activate Allfather's Wrath. Where's... It's been a while. My sheet is a mess.
I mean, let's put it this way. You don't need to roll for it.
I know,
You now just need to roll to hit him. And then the damage is going to be the concern.
Yeah. So Allfather's Wrath, and then where the fuck are my combos? So we'll start with just the regular combo.
Okay.
So d20 plus 16.
Ooh, okay. Yep, you hit him.
Okay, let me quickly grab Allfather's Wrath.
I'm really sorry to do this to you, Juice.
Yeah, how much do I take off?
All of it.
All of it?
Yeah.
Just no dice at all? I don't even roll for damage?
Fun fact, Mineral, just like a few other different items and weapons, does not allow people to like hit Spirit into. Your Spirit Fist ability is based on Spirit Fist, it's not based on Imbue, or based on Willpower's Extent, which means that you don't actually deal Willpower through that. Willpower can only normally affect biological creatures. He is wearing a thick armor, which actually stops willpower from infesting into it. If it was based on spirit control, we would be having a different conversation.
I'm trying to check because I did regular combo, which doesn't involve Spirit Fist.
No, but Allfather's Wrath is an ability based on your Spirit Fist technique, because it's like an ultimate mastery of Spirit Fist.
Okay, so just nothing happens.
5d10s plus 16.
All right.
So as this massive glowing fist hits him, it disperses on the armor, not going through him, but then the sheer impact goes further into him. So roll 5d10s plus 16.
39.
Okay. Again, you smack him with this insane force, and I want to point out. I guess Fletcher, roll me... I'm going to say Fletcher, roll me Willpower Path of the Mind. And I'm going to say, Anarche, are you... I know that you're not there, but are you still in your, multiversal warrior mode?
Oh, it'd still be in my willpower infused variant. So
Okay, yeah. So I would like you to roll me either SP, willpower mind, willpower spirit, or perception.
I'm just gonna be that guy and roll perception.
Okay.
21.
You notice.
So I'm enjoying my milkshake.
Again, you are incredibly far away, just enjoying a milkshake. Again, this is a great milkshake. You have no idea what's going on. And again, why would you? Because you are sipping this lovely milkshake and looking at its colour and feeling its texture as it goes and swells within your mouth, and the flavours hit just every key point of why you love milkshakes. Meanwhile, Fletcher, you see this thing where his fist glows with almost like a spiritual flame, so condensed. Whilst you're sensing his willpower, you almost lose track of what his fist is. It's almost like as if he loses his hand and it becomes flame itself. As then when he strikes against this man, an explosion of spirit just covers the entire arena as it bursts out everywhere. And you're like, wow, this guy must be dead. And you look at it, and it doesn't go through the armor.
Could I roll just the all colors draft damage just to see how much it would have done?
You absolutely can, yes.
Yeah, this means nothing, but 202.
Okay, so that is visible to you. How ridiculously powerful that attack should have been, Fletcher.
I will remind you, I was using a combo.
Yes, yeah. So you still get another attack. However, I'll be nice and I'll give you a little rundown as to how much damage that actually did. It did 1 point of damage.
Okay. Is there a way to, with continuing with Sonic Strike combo, just to like focus on trying to whack the helmet off?
Yes, you absolutely can. I would say you could roll Sonic Strike combo, and instead of doing damage, attempt to cause an effect. And that effect is specifically uppercutting the helmet off.
Okay, that's what I will do.
Okay.
35 to hit.
Try and beat that.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just gonna roll something.
Uh-huh.
Well, it looks like we're not making it to space first.
And then I just have to have a look at this. I just have to have a look at this. Okay, it is still +5, but it's still disadvantage. As you hit him right in the torso, and then you bring your other hand up, and it just vanishes as everyone hears this smack sound as the helmet just flies up into the air, smacks right into the top of the barrier, and falls right back down, sort of spinning. As you then go, okay, yeah, and then you look, and there's no head on the top of his shoulders.
Whoa.
As the body just falls down.
Decapitation!
The helmet is still spinning as it finally stops spinning, and the head falls out, rolls. As Pinky then just goes, I guess we have a... Wait! As you notice the head, eyes open, still looking at you, and goes, "This battle is not yet over!" As the head is still talking.
Okay, am I fighting the head or am I fighting... Is the body... So the body collapsed?
The body collapsed, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go kick the... Time to play some soccer. So
at this point,
pure technique.
Mm-hmm. At this point, I'm just trying to out heal your attack, and if I fail this probably is
25.
You boot him like a football as he just bounces again off of the barrier, he goes flying all the way up, hits the barrier, flies back down, hits against the ground, sort of rolls again as just. Yeah, roll damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. I just have
Dear
to
Lord.
add that.
I still have another attack.
Yes, you indeed do. And because of your move speed, I completely forgot about this, by the way. Because of your move speed, he can't escape you.
Yeah, no, he can't.
It's honestly a good thing he's no longer attached to his stomach because there would just be projectile vomit
vomiting
all over the
everywhere.
arena.
Yeah, I just have to roll this. Not roll this. Sorry, write this. So two.
Rolling for injury or something.
Well, yes and no. So I have to. So I have to roll first. Divided by 197. Is that? So as you kick him, and he just gets launched. As he then slams against the ground, his head just goes into mush.
Do you want
now
more?
Felix is the winner!
Felix just awkwardly staring at this ball of mush in a helmet.
Yeah. Well, this was an interesting fight, but yes, the winner is Felix, and that means that the winner of this fight is the Kings of the Hill yet again with their third victory in a row.
Felix is going to pick up the guy's armor and his helmet and carry it out himself.
As you carry it out, the head's mush sort of begins to slam back onto the nub instantly as it leaves, as then he just goes get off me, get your hands off me.
All right.
I will take my helmet back now, thank you.
There you go. Hands it back, no problem at all.
he places his blades back in their sheaths. He takes the helmet and places it back on, and he walks away. It is obvious that he is both frustrated, ashamed, and there is probably some other kind of negative emotion welling within inside him based on that. The ending of that fight. As it is then claimed the second fastest time that someone has won, and both times are Felix. As you guys are now free to do as you wish. So, would you prefer to carry on with some stuff now? Like, go around, do some bits and bobs, or would you prefer to skip to the next day?
Well, first I'd like to see how many points I get.
Oh.
You know, it's kind of important.
Well, I can indeed give those to you. The points that you gain from defeating this individual is... let me just go down here.
Pulling out my calculator, adding the points I have currently. You know.
Okay, so it was...
So many points.
Okay, roll me a d4 and we'll see what fraction of his points that you gain.
1.
25, okay.
Onion Knight.
Divided by...
Is it 1 for 100?
That'd be a sad amount of points. He did beat Anake.
Yeah,
so.
he did get half of my points, so it will be a fair amount.
Oh yeah, what was the half of your points, sorry?
Oh, you're gonna make me have to search this up now. I don't actually know. I'm gonna have to go and look through the dice box.
Okay, I'll just say that the points that he's got is thanks to both your points and his own points.
I think this is the number, or this is the number I was left with, I think.
Okay.
So...
Well, I mean, you got half, so technically, I guess, whatever number you were left with.
Yeah, so...
Okay, so... 00000 plus 125 961 829. Nice. Times by 0.25. Then times by 2. You gain this many points.
Okay.
So technically, get rid of the 0.5. Sorry, let me just edit that. That's the amount that you're given. So, 118,480,914 points are added to your current total.
Okay, that puts me at big old number, of which I will copy and paste.
Thank you. If you do so, that would be fantastic, and then I'll put it into the things right there.
This is what it should be.
Nice. Okay, so that's 150 mil, 394,000. Okay.
Do I get an Acolyte Soccer League champion?
Sake.
Yes,
So
you should.
150,394, 617. Awesome. Yep. Okay, so that's the amount of points that you get. So, what would you guys prefer? Do stuff in the day still, or would you prefer to let the day skip and go to the next one?
I mean, we could do like maybe a bit of stuff, and then if we have nothing else to do, then just skip.
Okay.
We can go do some soccer.
So
Yeah, we should go. Yeah.
So what would you like to do? So should we take it to a vote, or should we have everyone say what they would like to do, and then we'll do a vote from that?
Alright. Well, Sam, you're at the top of the Discord, so you can go first.
I guess we should do stuff.
Well, like what stuff? Sorry, specifically. I should say.
We probably want to do different things, like ready ourselves up for the next set. To be honest, I was hoping I could get the powers of the people in the dimensional plane that Anake has.
Okay, so you'll probably have to go off and speak to Anake. So so that's what you want to go and do. Anake, what is specifically that you want to do?
You know, I was actually thinking I'll be a bit responsible. I've lost 2 matches now. I don't have the best track record, but technically the one fight I've won is someone giving up.
Yeah.
So I will probably watch.
No, hang on a sec. You
back.
beat Madra. You beat Madra, didn't you?
Oh. Well, okay, I beat my adopted uncle, I guess.
Fair enough.
So
Fair enough.
I will go and watch some matches with Pinky.
Okay. Fletcher, what about yourself?
Skipping over Felix, he comes first.
Spoiler alert, I couldn't see, so again, what would you like to do?
It's fine.
I wouldn't mind getting some training in with the others.
Okay, so training, and then Felix.
I think Felix, outside of studying matches as he has been, has his mind on 2 things. One, Fergus,
Fair.
because he said that was today at this time, and 2, Anake calling him dad.
Okay, fair. Let's go with, you are going to go off and do what you need to do to figure that out. Do you want to go and speak to Anake then, considering Anake will be with Pinky?
I don't know if Felix is going to approach Anake about that. He's just going to sit there confused, trying to think why, what happened. Do I not know something? What?
Okay, what I'm going to say is you go off and sit somewhere else, which will actually be in the path of Fletcher. So you two will have your thing there. So Fletcher, you'll go off to sort of train a bit, finding someone else to train. You then see Felix, who is basically has his hands in a sort of pyramid against his face, and is just sort of like looking with a squinted face, sort of like almost looking like as if he's thinking about something very deeply. Whilst that's going on, Aldous, you are looking for Anake, and eventually you find Anake, who's sitting next to Pinky in the sort of the booth they are in, as she is announcing different fights that are going on. I would like both teams to pick a side and roll move speed, and that's who we will go with first.
I'll go for left, I guess. I like the left-hand side.
I'm gonna go for quarter right.
Sorry, I should have probably made it a bit more clear. So, out of your teams, since there are 2 of you each, one of you has to pick who is going to roll the move speed to contest against the other team.
Oh, I guess I'll try my luck.
Okay.
Alright.
Whose team is who?
I'm assuming.
It's me and you, Sam, and then it's Fletcher. It's the 2 F's. So
FF and AE.
And these are using our character modifier move speed?
Oh
Yes.
no, we're EA! No!
EA.
What's
Alright,
Fletcher's
you
move speed?
guys win. We're too evil. You get I default victory.
Actually, wait,
okay.
wait. EA is also a Northern Ireland. I think it's a health and safety board or something. So we
Yeah,
can still win this.
Well, I mean, you know what we say to that?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, they do have you there. They have double the respects. They press
they
double
do.
the F. I guess
We just steal things.
you know what? Because that like I Fletcher, you go over to see Felix. You go over to see Felix. And again, you see that there's a deep thought process within his mind as he does look very concerned about something. He's sitting on a bench not too far outside of the dojo.
Oh, Felix, are you okay? Is everything all right?
Oh, yes, sorry, lost in thought there. What's up, Fletcher?
Oh, I was just heading to the dojo to train a bit. I'm trying to strengthen a few more of my skills in the path of the spirit and mind. Would you care to join me?
Sure. I'm proficient in both, so I'm sure I can show you a few things.
Oh, I would be very, very honored to learn from you.
Okay, so you guys go off to the dojo. You see some people are sort of like teaching each other techniques or training on their own or fighting some dummies or whatever. You guys get to a certain space in the dojo and you sort of begin your set, I guess you could say. Do either of you have techniques that you want to train each other with, or do you want to sort of just like do rolls to sort of better your proficiencies? Although, to be fair, both of you are master at spirit and mind and stuff, aren't you?
Yep.
Felix definitely is, yeah.
So unless if you're going to teach each other techniques, it will pretty much be just a sort of a fast track to the others.
Unless you have a few body techniques that would be willing to work on.
I find everything I have. It's like a max in all three of them.
Do you have any unique
good.
techniques that are like just like you and Joe came up with that aren't just like the basic copy and paste ones?
I don't believe so. No, I think we went for
No, definitely not with body.
I think super generic as possible because I think we wanted it where you just had the best build possible for basically Hercules' dad.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, I guess, does Fletcher have denial?
No!
Ooh,
Sadly,
you've been wanting to learn denial, haven't you? You've now got a body technique and a mind technique, so learning denial.
Yeah, I could teach you denial.
Okay,
That would be very helpful.
Fletcher, would you do me the honours of rolling your willpower or willpower path of spirit modifier, please?
Well, I'd like to have the best option, so I will take spirit.
Sorry, Felix.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's the teacher thing. I didn't want to say because it was funny, but
So you're pretty much doing the same here. Yeah.
So just roll mind or spirit, or
it's mind. It's you either roll your basic willpower modifier or you roll with the actual like. Let's be honest, you're a master at it, so it would be D20 plus 10 rather than plus 8. So
yeah, it's plus 10 for like all of them. So it doesn't
any trade that I ask about. To be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
14.
So the roll requirement for denial is 15, I believe, isn't it, or is it 10?
Let me see if it's.
I think it's 10 because I think you load it. I'm only going off memories.
Looking at the little denial tab thing, it says willpower 18 plus, which doesn't.
No, the user requires 18 plus willpower. Actually, do you have 18 plus willpower? What is your willpower number, Fletcher?
It is 19
19.
because it's one below 20.
Yes, you are fine to learn it. And the roll requirement, does it say user must roll?
Roll plus 10 with full power.
Okay, cool. In that case, that's one success, Fletcher. You now need to roll another 4 times.
I need to roll, or he needs to roll?
No,
Who's rolling?
I said Fletcher, don't worry.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
No, that's okay.
Should I roll 4d20s plus 8, plus 10, or...
Absolutely up to you, but I will say, if you do it separately, you might have a better chance. If you do it all together, it will probably line them up in best to worst.
Fair enough. I'll go individual rolls.
Okay, so that's 2. Three.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to take a shot for that.
2 berries.
2 berries.
2 berries.
Oh, flip.
Ooh,
Ooh.
natural 1.
Or... I forget how it
I mean,
works.
I've got... Isn't it if it's your first go at it and you get a natural and you can't learn it? Because I know that's what happened when Raki was trying to teach Fletcher the skill of being of the roll while knocked on the ground.
Let me put it this way: it ends your training session, and you can't learn it from Felix. So you either have to now go off and learn it again, or someone has to reteach you the concept.
Actually, Joe, can I ask, does he at least have 3 successes in learning denial? So next time he only have to get 2?
I mean, technically yes, but he can't go off and learn it himself.
But if he gets them when he does...
If
Does
he has
I know denial?
no, I don't think you do. Do you?
No, I deliberately chose not to take denial.
Because because your other ability is technically better, right? No, I remember now. Yeah. Okay. That's
Ooh,
that's
maybe
very
I'll...
I forgot about that. That's very cheeky of you.
I don't know what you
Maybe I'll
mean.
take out the Hornet.
I love that. I don't need denial. I
You
accept.
deny it.
I deny denial itself. I accept everything to the point of which I deny it.
I don't need denial. Yeah.
Denial of a river in Egypt.
I completely forget how, broken both Felix and Anarche are. As you are continuing your training and you realise that this isn't really working for you, we now go over to Anarche and Older. So Anarche, you're sat there in the stands with Pinky, sort of like watching a couple of battles. A couple of people clash, and it sort of catches you right until suddenly you not only sense but also notice Aldous approaching you.
Actually, can I ask something first? Just because, is Stan still here, or is he away?
Stan went off to do something, so...
Okay. Never mind.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hello there. I was wondering, remember those people inside your dimension?
Oh. Which ones?
The dead ones.
Ah, yes, thank you for the clarification. Yes, I do remember.
Scratches chin. Looks to Pinky. Looks back to Anake. Uncertain of how to say this.
And there we have it, just another battle, once again from the... Oh, sorry.
That's all good.
Now introducing the next... As she continues on, and then she says, "Oh, sorry. Continue your battle."
Naga, should we go with it? If I'm trying to talk to you, do you want to get over the microphone?
I don't know, I think we should speak into the microphone, really. It'd make it a lot more interesting.
About those dead bodies with all the amazing powers
that I have in my pocket dimension!
And remember that incredible, powerful Leah, the one that's got all the bounty on her.
The crowd goes silent.
I mean, I should say that was not a character.
I know. I'm just taking a piss. Yeah. So you at least say like, "Hey, should we go to somewhere quieter and not, say this, around a microphone?"
Oh, alright, be boring. We'll go somewhere quieter. Where's the most private place I can think of?
Technically, the most private place that you can think of is your own house.
Man, I really need to furnish that place out. Yeah, let's go.
It's fucking empty. It's got a bed, but it's like a mattress that's just on the floor.
I swear this came from Craigslist. Anyway.
Yeah. A Craigslist mattress. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, you get there.
Yeah, there's an entire like bug kingdom under the bed. Anyway,
and I can talk to them.
Yeah, it's quite fascinating. It's quite fascinating. I've never seen quite very interesting species.
I've never seen quite so much ass.
Yeah,
it's just a bunch of donkeys underneath your mattress.
You're the only person who knows this. Yes, I have a donkey farm. You need to keep this quiet from everyone else.
No, that's just canon now. Instead of ants, there's just instead of ants, they're just miniature donkeys.
Yep.
That's what it is in the beta universe.
Donkey farm. Anyway.
This is then when I actually create lore that there are ant-sized like creatures, and there's like ant donkeys or something, or donkey ants. Actually, then again,
Dantes.
Ant donkeys, I guess. Then again, ant donkeys would just be ant-sized donkeys, but donkey ants would be ants that are like as big as donkeys, I guess, wouldn't they?
Dantes.
Anyway, sorry. Continue.
Dantes.
So, right. Should we just let the random dude out first? You know, the one that's trying to come back to life, or?
You may have to be a bit more specific.
Okay, now you hand me on. The guy that literally grabbed your arm and was coming back to life.
Oh, him.
Yes, him. Should we bring him back?
I mean, can I roll history to see was he evil or was he good? I can't remember.
You don't actually know. It was a coffin that was trying to come back and said, "Please help me."
No, but what? Like, do we know anything about like the catalyst user? Wasn't he meant to be super bad?
No. You don't really know anything about him. Like, you've been told stuff theoretically, but again, you don't even know if that corpse is actually his. There's nothing pointing towards it. Let me put it this way. There were no names on any of the coffins.
Which is really bad in design when you think about it. Like,
can
you imagine archaeologists, like, way later in the future? Well, that's gonna suck.
Hang on a sec.
Like, man, he has no respect for history.
In real life, there are certain coffins that aren't actually marked. There are even sarcophagi that aren't marked as well. Like,
and that's my point. Not a respect for history.
Absolutely.
Thing is, though, maybe it's under the bodies. That's where they've written down. So, like, for thieves like us, like, we take the body out. Oh, now we know who it is. This is where he's meant to be.
Sorry. Thief-friendly coffins.
Exactly.
Gives you a set of balloons that can inflate themselves with helium in case if you need to, like, have an easier time lifting them.
But all I'm hearing is I'm not hearing a no, so I think we should. Come on, you gotta be curious as well. Come on!
Okay. I think we should deal with the other bodies first. You can hold on to my crown, and then we can try, because I think he has the power to control the powers that I control. And I'm uncertain if he's good or not.
Wait, wouldn't that be worse, you doing it the other way around then, because then he'd have more powers?
No, I'm going to give you my crown, so he can't control
the powers. You mean the tiara?
My crown.
Tiara.
It's actually a circlet.
Alright, shut up, whoever that was.
No, it's a headband.
Yes, because I'm a teenage girl.
It's a daisy chain.
You know what?
Daisy chain.
Since you've admitted it now.
Clearly
circlets are kind of crowns.
Look, the Forge God can't be wrong. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. In any case, how's that sound?
Alright then.
Okay.
I'll get them one coffin out at a time. I don't know what I'm going to do with these coffins afterwards.
Roll for the ability. Actually, no, you don't need to. Just tell me. Tell me which one you're doing and when.
I guess we'll do. Look, we'll just do telepathy. I know you want that one. We'll just get that out of the way.
Actually, what we could do, we could put your mattress inside the coffin. That could be your new sleeping habit.
I'm not a vampire.
Are you though?
I don't think
Are you?
so.
Are you a
Am
dame? Are you a damepire?
When's the last time you looked in a mirror?
Do I have a mirror in my abode, or am I too poor?
I don't think that's something that you bought.
What's your opinion on garlic? Do you wait for people to allow you into a place before going in?
You always count rice.
If someone puts
Technically,
a bag
I
of
just
rice,
break my way into people's houses. So
Hang
don't
on
get
a sec.
say half the time.
Hang on a sec.
Have you ever
People
passed a moving river?
I actually can't answer that one.
cuts to Anake drowning. Pinky was trying to pull them out.
Oh yeah! Oh my god, yeah! I forgot about that. Anyway,
Have you ever been played by Christopher Lee?
I don't know who that is.
You take out the coffin of the telepath.
Okay.
It is inside.
have a
It's inside your house now. As
Quick,
then-
break its skull. Oh wait, this one's already missing it.
Yeah, I
Well,
forgot.
No.
I like to-
Well, hang on a
I
sec.
like
I
to
thought you were doing. Are you doing?
Oh no, we'll bring out the other telepather, the
Because
one
I was
with
gonna
the
say,
skull.
I was going to say the one without the skull. You know
It's
for a fact
empty.
doesn't have any powers. Yeah.
Should have trolled
Yeah.
him. Anyway,
I like to imagine all these corpses are lined up right next to Leah's.
oh no, they're on.
They're on top.
They're on top. Yeah,
They're like stacked on top of her.
yeah.
Yeah. Terrible thing.
Anyway,
The
so
one character from the villain campaign
What-
who's still like alive and around, other than Bartholomew.
Bartholomew.
Yeah.
Alive is a very interesting word to use.
fair. Anyway,
Can I ask? Can I ask? Is this fully leveled? This one, mostly because I need to put it into a different chunk of animite or the 5 one.
you don't know.
Okay, I'm going to put it into a separate chunk of animite,
Fair enough.
which means
You-
I only have to roll. I have to roll a 10 on a 15 with a 15.
You only, by the way, I want to point out this is the only other piece of animite that you have, due to the obvious, other missing ones.
Oh, that is true.
Ooh, I almost just forgot the shot.
Yeah. Crap.
Roll. We already know it's going to work, but still roll nonetheless. Yep.
Yes.
You
Okay.
see the glow remove itself from the body as the corpse begins to glow. The glow begins to shrink down to one point, just where you're placing the stone. As eventually the glow hits the stone and begins to basically, as soon as it touches the stone changes colours from a sort of an obvious pink to sort of a not deep red, but a very light pinkish red. Like it's a definitive change in colour.
I don't know why I thought telepathy would have been green. Huh. The more you know.
The more you
Are you
know.
does it sound like?
stonist?
What's it sound like?
It sounds quite soft, but it also sounds like if you focus too much on the sound, you notice there is a level of deepness to it. Like almost like when you listen to a track that an electronic DJ artist has made, and they've put little Easter eggs inside of the track, similar to Fatboy Slim. And if you turn it up loud enough, you can hear. Yes, there's the beat. There's the drums. There's the synth. There's the audio. There's the main thing that is playing over it. But then, if you listen carefully enough, there are additional sounds that actually add to the atmosphere of it. And when you listen further and further and further, you realise that there is even further voices within this stone.
Nice.
Alright, that coffin goes back in the pocket dimension, and I guess the lizard one comes out next.
Okay,
Okay. I'm assuming you'll send me what these are at some point.
maybe if I'm feeling like it. Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Make them sweat.
Actually, I need to know now. I'm going to try and do my thing through it. Is it level 10 or is it less than level 10?
I cannot tell you.
can I roll to put my powers through it to detect?
Again, you won't necessarily know if it's level 10 or not anyway.
How do I know if it's level 10 or not? How would I know?
You wouldn't until it's too late.
Until it explodes.
Ooh.
Hey, this one's
yeah.
nuclear explosion.
Oh yeah, mostly because I need to know if I have to put it into a different one or not.
Just put it in a different stone.
I only have one stone!
You
I
only
don't
have
have any
one
stones!
You have other objects and items, like you have your whole cloak that isn't blood infused.
Oh, I forgot! I can make it with wood. I have wood.
Yeah.
I have plants.
Yeah, you can just grow wood constantly. You can have little sticks of.
I mean,
I have 5 sheets of paper.
Also, fun fact: legendary blood transfusion or blood transfusion is still possible thanks to blood transfusion. Anyway, it doesn't have to be on a piece of animite.
Okay, I will put it. I will. Using my great powers, I will make a piece of wood from my sheet of paper.
Okay.
I'll make a really good piece of wood.
I think to
And then I will-
infuse, if you're doing it through the forms of you're using nature's law infusion, it will need to be a 20.
Go say what it says. Nature law, blah 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 blah. Yes, it is a 20.
The only reason
I
I
will
know
do
that is
that.
because I recently saw that, and I was like, that's interesting. There you go.
Well, bam.
Hey,
What power is this? Again?
You don't
Is this
know,
what- was
but
this-
you feel a power surge through the body and immediately go in. Roll me a...
Power stick.
I'm going to ask you to roll me a... Do I be a dick? Yeah, I'm going to be a dick. Roll perception.
Okay.
No,
My
insight.
glorious.
Insight. Roll me insight.
Arc. Damn it.
I'll
11.
let it go. You notice that the energy that draws into this stick, once it's infused, it is indeed infused with that power. However, there is but one more still within inside this corpse.
Ah. Okay, I will make another stick.
Roll me stick.
I will make roll for stick. Stick
Also-
happens.
Stick happened.
While this is happening, can I just roll Aura Sense to check for any Fergus activity?
You absolutely can.
Powers do happen.
Powers do happen. You now have a stick with another power in it.
Oh. Okay, so I have power stick times 2.
You have one power stick and you have another power stick. I will say one power stick. I'm going to say that they all change color. So one changes blue, the other one changes a deep purple.
Nice. I have a purple power.
You have
Do you know what?
a
I'm
purple
really
stick.
glad you didn't say white, because that would have made me have to say some really bad things.
Oh,
Well, how
dear.
about not? How about
Oh,
not
look there.
exclaiming power after the color? Maybe you're the problem child here, Sam.
Look, we're already EA. We can't get worse. All right.
No.
No,
Let's just
you
continue.
absolutely can.
no. Yeah.
I mean, no offense, but I don't. Yeah.
Anyway, right.
Okay.
So that's that one done. You sense no more powers within this one.
Okay.
Next
No,
coffin.
for the luck child, or I'm assuming luck.
Oh, no, whatever it was. Well, it's the
Yeah.
the weird one.
Yeah, the one that made people like me, which
The one
means
that-
it's the
No,
best.
we just made us agreeable for some reason.
The one that made
Yeah, he's made
people
me-
agree to you.
Yeah.
Which means it is the most powerful thing of all, because no one ever agrees with me.
That
I'm
is
just gonna say
actually
this
true.
now. Don't try and use that on me about joining your religion. I will kill you if I find out.
Well, yes.
And your rent will triple.
Anarche, you sense
You'll be-
no. Anarche, you sense no odd activities in the terms of Fergus-related mishaps or any reanimated corpses trying to attack you. So
Anyone near my
you're-
house being a creep?
With that 300, you definitely sense a lot of people walking by it, but nobody standing still near it.
Alright.
In other
Good.
words, no suspicious activity.
Good thing I'm so poor I don't have windows, huh? Alright.
Hang on a second, you definitely have windows, it's just that you've done this away from windows.
Yeah, we done it in the bathroom, like all suspicious people.
You've just put the coffins or the corpses in. in the fucking bathtub. Like, there we go.
Yeah, they fit perfectly. I don't know how this happened, but
Do you make stick? Now roll me for infusion.
Me and my wonderful sticks.
I find it funny that you
Actually,
haven't tried to infuse it onto your cloak or anything.
Oh, but I don't know what the powers do. It'd be right, you know.
Yeah, but you can still transfer them. Remember, you can still transfer them.
Oh, we're not making like when I say stick, they're not big sticks. They're not staff-shaped sticks. They're like sticks.
No, I assume like similar to like little wand sort of size sticks. Like nothing between like, say for instance, nothing between like anywhere between 9 to 15 inches or something.
Like a ruler, shape.
Yeah, around about 30 centimeters at most.
Yes. just to make sure, so you don't screw me over by asking me what about your 3 staffs, Sam?
Yeah, no, don't worry. I understood. I understood the task when sent to me. Okay, yeah. Oh wow, 29 again, 2 times in a row. So you infuse it into it. It does feel a lot less powerful than the other ones, but you definitely feel a power that has now been transferred into the stick.
What color does the stick go? Does it go gold?
Fuck you, Stab. Stop reading my mind.
I mean,
I'm not even kidding.
Of course it's gold.
I'm not even kidding. That's exactly what it was. That I was going to say, oh, it goes a gold, and does it go gold? And I was like, get out of my head!
You gave him the telepathy one first. Yeah.
I did. That is true. Fair.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I know. That's how I can read your mind.
Is that all of them except the self-reviving one?
Other than the self-reviving one and the headless one that you know for a fact doesn't have any powers in, yeah.
Alright, time to bring him back in the bathroom. Let's go.
We bring him later.
You
I figured out what these ones do.
You open up the portal, and the body places itself in the bath. Is it in the sarcophagi, or is it just like...
In the bath.
So there's no sarcophagus, the whole body just goes into the bath.
He's just chillaxing in my bath, yeah.
Okay. It sits there, lies there. It's mostly skeleton, if not entirely skeletal.
Alright, give me the tiara.
Okay, well, no, I'm going to do first. I'm going to put all the sticks and my stone and my things into my satchel first, and then I'm going to give it to Anake.
Your not spatial satchel, because you've removed the spatial ability. Yeah, fair enough.
Exactly, as you well know.
Okay. So you place it all in there. You have no power stone objects, legendary blood transfused objects, or anything like that on your person after you give this to Anake, correct?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Alright. Let the necrophilia commence.
Just looks at Anake like...
We're touching on dead people. Look, we can't... This isn't gonna sound good anyway, but it... We're bringing a guy back to life in a bathroom. What do you want from me?
I mean, he can't... I mean, he doesn't know... I mean, yeah, there's nothing you can say wrong about that. That is exactly what they're doing. So now I'm going to touch him. I'm going to touch the dead body.
You touch the dead body. You basically... Whereabouts do you touch, by the way? Bless
on the
you.
shoulder.
Okay.
On the shoulder.
Sorry.
Like
you touch the shoulder. Yeah. Sounded like a whip crack. I'm not even kidding. Like, whoosh. So you touch the shoulder, and your hand begins glowing, and then the glow embeds itself into. So the glow removes itself from your hand after a few seconds, and it embeds itself, seeping into the bones until it goes all the way through the ribcage, and you can see strange letters inscrawled into the ribs and into the arms and into the skull. As eventually the skull turns towards you, as if looking at you directly. A hand reaches over and grabs you further up onto your, sort of nearing your bicep, grabs hold of you, as then flesh begins to appear on its fingertips. I would like you to roll me a survival, Sam.
Oh no.
Also, while this happening, Fergus check again.
Fergus check. Yeah, fair enough. Roll Fergus check.
What does it say on the skull? Does it say like "Death is but a doorway, I will return" or something?
It's inscribed in the language you do not understand.
Oh, well,
That's that weeb stuff.
It's that weeb shit, guys. As you notice that his
Dora
flesh begins to continue growing throughout his arm. At first, it's just veins, and then begins muscle tissue, and continues to grow down his arm. As this is happening, you feel your arm begin to almost shrink a bit. You feel weaker, but yet despite this, you cannot stop catalyzing.
Okay. Can I ask you something, Joe?
Yep.
Because I know I can do it when I touch them. Can I amalgamate to stones if they're in my vicinity?
No.
Without touching them?
No.
Okay, never mind then. Okay. Okay.
If you had Animite potential, you could have used your SPMA. The one that you've combined with body count and your your level 10 ability.
Yeah.
Technically, you could have done that because Animite potential allows you to activate power stones within your specific vicinity and range. But since you have superpower manipulation, you don't have that. But nevertheless, thank you for asking. As this continues until eventually, I want to point out, Anarchy, you start seeing something very odd. You begin seeing a strange amount of life force begin burrowing itself through the arm and the flesh, and you notice an almost strange, like, little yellowish flame envelop. I guess you could sort of ignite within inside of the skull. And then it begins to sort of get bigger and bigger the more muscle tissue grows across this thing's left arm, holding on to Aldous'. As Aldous' life force begins to shrink more and more.
Like, he's going to die shrink, or like, oh, he'll just be a bit sickly shrink?
At the moment it looks like more like sickly, rather than die.
Nah, he'll be fine.
Until eventually the muscle tissue gets to the ribcage, and suddenly, bursting forth, the muscle tissue begins rapidly covering the entire body. And then the eyes begin to sort of like burrow in and sort of like create weird sort of like flesh clumps as they start sort of undulating very quickly, and then begin to burst forth eyes that just look around and then look at you as eventually muscle tissue begins to wrap around the bones. No longer seeming like a skeleton, this entire thing is a skinless man, as you then hear just a breath of as then screaming comes from this creature as it's still holding Aldous, and finally skin begins to elapse over the hand holding Aldous, as eventually when it reaches the halfway point on the chest, it bursts forth, covering him entirely. Hair begins to grow, a black long mane over his head, until eventually his eyes have lids and he can close them enough as he finally lets go and his body begins to fully reform. You are pushed to the ground, your body weakened, shriveled just for a second, only for you to eventually grasp your breath, and your body begins to fill out slowly. It's almost like the pain of a migraine throughout all of your muscle tissue.
Well, that was certainly something to watch.
To bring him back.
Oh, man up, you'll be fine.
Well,
Yes.
It was a lot longer than I thought it would be. Much longer. fully regrowing like that, without any of my clothes even covering, I'd say, 100 years. He's now touching himself, specifically patting himself around himself. And then
you're in the bathroom, there's towels.
And then he goes to grasp the jewels. Yes, it's definitely been 100. No,
Obviously, we're in a very bad position.
What's the details?
Even more disgustingly, he's still sitting up in the bath. So you guys can't necessarily see anything unless if you stand up or get closer. He then with the same hand then licks his finger and then like points it up in the air, like as if he's trying to test the wind. 97 years. It's been 97 years. He then gets up in the bath and you see everything. And this guy is rather sleek, build. However, he is very well toned. He has long hair that goes down to the bottom of his, down to his shoulders. It's black, and his eyes are a sort of almost beautiful bright blue.
Alright, what's he working with downstairs? That's the real important part.
Oh, are you actually asking like what he's backing with?
Yes. Yeah.
Does the curtain match the drapes?
Let me point it out this way. Black curly hair. However, let me point this out. It's kind of like it. Let me put it this way. It's not massively impressive. It is about maybe a 3 or 4 soft.
Alright.
And it is definitely soft.
I would be concerned if it wasn't.
He then puts his hands on his hips and he goes, okay, that's...
Do you want some clothes?
Hang on, hold up. Anemon child.
You don't have my blood.
He then points over at you, Aldous. Catalyst amalgamation. That's a lot of powers. He then jumps out of the bath, goes up to the bag, and he goes, and he starts sniffing the bag that you're holding in RK. Fortune child, basilisk. That's a hydrokinetic telepathy. That's a multi-stone. With your blood, no doubt. That's impressive. Interesting, but yet you were able to bring me back, which means... Oh, my dear child! He then goes to grab you and lift you up, Aldous. Are you okay? You notice that he's a little taller than you, and he feels quite warm. Unnecessarily warm.
I mean, is he hugging me close to him, or is he at least like putting at arms?
He's lifting you up in his arms, but he's not necessarily like in his
big strong arms.
He's not carrying you, but he is lifting you up by like your shoulders, like pulling you back up. He is at least leaning a little bit, his butt a little bit back, so that your crotch isn't necessarily having to touch him. My dear boy.
Joe, while this is happening, I'm pulling out the robes that I bought from Eden. So he has something to wear.
Do you pull that out from a pocket dimension?
Yeah.
He then looks back at you. A fully awakened Anemon child, no less. With pocket dimension portal to boot. He then rushes over. Sorry, could I perhaps borrow those?
Yes, that's what they are. That's what I was getting them out for.
Thank you. He wears them. They are... Even though that you are 6'5", this guy is also 6'5", and he's sort of tightly sort of like wearing them, and he's like, these are interesting. These almost look... Where did you get these from, my lad?
From a place called Eden, specifically the Holy Matratan city.
I've never heard of Matrata, but I did carry on the name Eden. That's the old Ongoer settlement. Yeah.
Yes, a bunch of how do I put it kindly? Fanatic Omegans took it over, who have like a strong deal of collecting Animite tomes and gods and all of that such. You know what husks are, right?
Sorry, are we floating in the middle of the air, about, I'd say, 101.4 meters off of the surface of the water?
Yes, I made a floating island.
Oh,
So
you
anyway.
made this. Interesting. I've never heard of Animon children having understanding and access to animatological technology, although you have got a catalyst with you, so that's quite impressive, but he doesn't seem to have the same abilities as myself. Oh, sorry,
No,
chap. He notices that you've collapsed and he picks you back up. Give me 1 second. I should be able to help you here. As his hand begins to glow red, and he places his hand on your chest.
All this explodes into light and dies.
Your muscle tissue comes back, and you feel normal again. No pain, no nothing. He then lets his hand off of you. Are you good?
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Right. Now, hate to be a bothersome lot, but I did ask you to revive me. But I'm afraid I've got work to do, so I'm gonna have to, get on with it.
Yeah, do you have anywhere specific? Oh, I should let you know one thing. There's a guy called Fergus. He's probably going to try and hunt you down. Heads up. Yeah, is there anywhere specific you want to go in the world? I can probably take you there.
That's fine, my lad. I think I should be fine. He then places his hand on Aldous, and you see a light pink glow come from him, and suddenly he goes, "Ah, okay. There you go." He then goes to place his hand on your head as well, Anarche.
Before you do that, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm
Yep.
reading your mind.
Did he learn the greatness of anime from my mind, then? Did he learn how great it is? And
Is that a question you ask him after he says that, or
kind of, yeah?
how do you go about this?
I mean, when he says he read my mind, so do you believe in the power of anime too, then? Now that you've seen it?
Oh, absolutely, my
It's
chap,
all
but I don't
magnificent.
necessarily believe in a deity like you do yourself. But it is incredibly powerful. Now, if you will just excuse me, I just need to quickly understand and learn what exactly you have learned. That would be fantastic. Don't worry, I won't be taking any of your blood, and I don't technically need it to get out of here.
Cool. Nothing too personal, or I'll kick you out.
Fair enough. He then places his hand on your head, and again, a light pinkish glow above his hand, and then he goes, so that's who Fergus is. Interesting. Necromantic capabilities, catalytic functions, I'd say he's an animite user. Okay, but you stopped him, and yet he has cloning, so he's able to get away. Okay, I'm coming up with something interesting, cool, fantastic, and he's looking for Gallant. He said those words exactly. Superpower king, right?
Yep.
Fantastic. And one last thing, just off of the top. He then puts his hands up and then puts it into the air quotes, mechanic. Does he like giving away some of his technology?
Well, he seems to have an intrigue in people who have a similar mind to him, so, there's a good chance he might.
Right. An animatologist.
I could probably get him to give you some, though. Yeah.
Interesting, but yet, I think I could find something. I could use this place as a... That Stilton Maximilian guy, he's got the Miracle Stone, I believe you thought?
Yes, yeah.
Interesting. Right, yes. I mean, with that kind of power, that man could do almost anything, and yet he hasn't used its wish. Then again, the power that he holds, he could. No, but that would be silly. Then again, if he has the ability that I think he does. That clever...
I'm just gonna pull out my phone and start texting to Pinky that I resurrected the random man in the coffin.
He then grabs your phone and just, puts it down with his hand. He's like, no. We don't want to be getting anyone excited now, do we?
I hate how he's saying this while completely naked. Well, I guess he's wearing the robes.
He is now wearing a robe, yeah. So, get your mind out of the gutter, Juice. Gosh, Juice, always thinking that they know better.
It's understandable. We are in the bathroom.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Three guys in a bathroom. Who knows what could happen? Probably texting.
How big is this bathroom anyway? Is it like one of those small bathrooms where all just like really crushed together?
It's definitely cramped. Let's be honest.
It's big enough for you guys to have enough space to stand up without touching each other. But if you were to put out your full wingspan, aka put both arms up, you would touch each other before you even got to elbow.
Okay. Just a bunch of dudes hanging out bathroom, touching each other. One of us being naked.
I would prefer it. By the way, he talks with his hands flailing around as well. He goes, I would prefer it if you didn't let people know about my existence just yet. I kind of need to get something. A very precious something of mine.
Alright, well, I just hope she doesn't see the Anarche typing and then him just not saying anything.
That's fine. I can send a reply if you'd like.
No, it's all good.
Okay, fair enough. By the way, what is that strange language that you have there written?
Strange language?
Well, yes, I've never seen that before. Do
you mean Husconian?
No. I speak and read Husconian. You're...
Oh.
Interesting. Oh, sorry. Right. My ability allows me to speak to people in the correct language that they need to be in. For instance, you hear your own language, I hear my own language.
Ah, right.
Actually, speaking of which, that would mean... He then goes to place his hand back on your head.
I let it happen, but again, if I feel like he's pushing too far, I'll attempt to kick him out.
And he goes, there we go, never mind. He then looks at your text messages. Sorry, what is a XXX?
XXX? What?
Yes, you've put it right there. You haven't sent it yet, but it's XXX. What is that?
Oh. It's like normally like a courtesy thing, I believe.
She seems to have sent you a couple in these ones, but only with one. Interesting. Anyway, yes, I should probably be off, although... Gonna have to ask you a question that's probably best that you don't say that I'm alive, considering after reading only just the surfaces of both of your minds, I have realized that people are probably still looking for me, especially this Fergus fellow.
Right, cool, we can do that. Yep. I assume if you need us, you'll contact us.
I will indeed, my chap. Thank you very much, Anarche and Aldous. You have both been fantastic hosts. And thanks again for the new body and the new clothes. Probably going to get mine custom made. But I will say, I'm ever so sorry for the inconvenience, chap. I hope that no hard feelings, of course, Aldous.
Oh, it's fine. I'm sorry. I thought you might have been just the way it said king. I thought you might have been evil of some sort.
Yeah, we kind of heard you apparently genocide an entire island, so it was kind of like 50-50.
It's kind of so now that you're apologizing. I apologize for being so superstitious of the past.
I mean, past is past, right? I mean, we have to look at the future for us to truly embrace change. I mean,
right, that's not a no, though.
I mean, what is it that you're asking for me to say yes or no to?
Did you genocide, like, a population on a certain island?
Now, Anarche, if we were to look at every single genocide that had happened ever and put blame on one person or another, we'd be here for years!
Honestly, I'm just waiting for this guy to be revealed to be related to Bartholomew. They're both skeletal beings that have created genocides.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I wouldn't mind a bit more context to that.
Well, let me put it this way. I was just saying sorry, and he placed his hand on Aldous, for the fact that there is a 50% chance, probably less depending on the constitution of the individual, that a person might have to die in order to save and resurrect me.
Oh, that's fine. I'll pay someone to resurrect him. Don't worry about it.
Yes, that's the only problem. The specific incantation infusion that I put on my body, it kind of absorbs every ounce of matter that person is. So technically there would be nothing to revive.
Ooh, sucks to be your oldest.
However, you're fine, and thankfully, because you, of all people, had a biokinetic stone and had the right constitution for the job, I was able to put you back to the way that you were. So, you know what? No harm, foul. No harm, no foul, as you say in your world, at your time. Just if you need anything, of course, you can ask somebody else, but I will say that I do owe you at least one favor, so use it wisely.
Cool.
Can I think upon it?
Say again, sorry?
Later? Can I keep it for later? In case I do think of something? I can't think of anything right now.
Absolutely. Ooh, I've got an idea.
Should we walk out of the bathroom before we...
No. We must do this within the confines of the original area contracted. Please, Aldous, may you pass me your hand, so that I may write a contract between the two of us.
He looks confused. Okay, he's like...
I've done some shady shit in the bathroom, but this is a new ordeal.
He then
he just puts his hand up like, I'm assuming he's going to ram my hand for whatever reason.
He grabs your hand gently, because when you give it to him, he gently caresses your hand, holds it in his with the palm open, and he looks at you just sort of very carefully in the eyes before then he places his other hand, his left hand, raises with one finger up, and it glows at the end of it like E.T., but it glows pink. He goes, "You might want to grit your teeth for this, I'm afraid, sir." And he then begins burrowing this horrible pain, this burning sensation, as he writes a symbol of some sort into your hand. You can, if you want, we can have it that you don't roll for this, or you can roll for this. I want to point, if you don't roll for it, we don't have to have any success or failure. If you do roll for it, I will class this as a potential roleplay aspect.
Do it.
Do it, I'll do it. What do you want me to roll?
You can either roll Constitution or Nerve.
Alright, I'll do Nerve.
Okay.
Techno loading.
Okay. I'm almost done. There we go. Who's a brave boy? Almost done, and he then slaps your hand, and that's probably the most painful thing, because all of the surface of your hand just gets slapped there. There we go. As you draw back, as you have a very strange looking set of symbols etched onto your hand.
I'm imagining, Raiders of the Lost Ark, when he puts his hand on and he gets, remember the Nazi who gets the hand mark for the burning of the amulet?
Yes, yeah.
I'm imagining that's like,
There you go. So, all you need to do is look at your hand and say my name. Once you do, I shall appear, or at least know the connection between you and I then should be able to get to you. Thank you very much, by the way. Not often people have spatial stones just lying around. So, if you need me, you know where I am going to be. And, could I ask, just being a bit of a pain, could I ask to take one of your power stones for myself? I need it for potential, defensive purposes.
Sure, I have them. Which one do you want?
Fair enough.
I mean,
I could do
go
with
the blue one.
I could do with the telepathy power. I need it for, potential issues.
Wait, you can already... Oh, I see you. Okay.
Give him the blue power stick.
The blue power stick?
Yeah, give him the blue power
Look,
stack.
I don't.
Not the gold one.
I'm sorry, but I don't need your ability for hydrokinesis. Thank you. I just need the telepathy power. I need it for a private reason.
Which one's the telepathy power?
The
purple one?
Is Riva just fish around in there?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Fair enough. And he takes out the power stone that's glowing a sort of like a sort of like a dainty sort of like light red. This one.
That's the one. Right.
I shall need this for my own personal reasons. However, yes, I shall count this as 2 favors instead of 1.
Oh, that's generous.
Now, would you like additional contract C so I could put it on perhaps your hand, Mr. Anake?
You know what? Normally I wouldn't accept the shenanigans, but, it's been oddly a satisfying day, and I feel a bit bad for watching all this suffer immensely, so I feel like it's my turn. Yeah, sure, why not?
Very well. I would just say, for the sake of the rest of the next 3 days, that you perhaps pick your, He then leans in closer. Your more, less sensitive hand, if you catch my meaning.
Ah. Yes. I give him the non-scarred hand.
Fair enough. Actually, remember, both of your hands aren't scarred anymore because of the special...
Oh, yeah.
So you have free reign of left or right.
Which one did he wrote Sam's on?
He wrote Sam's on his right.
I'll do
my more important hand.
Oh,
yeah. Well, I'll do. Oh.
My useful hand's like
You know what?
I'll do the left, so then we can do like a special clap, and then
then we can scream in pain together.
Yeah. Fair.
Can I while they're doing this, can I grab my satchel back?
You can, yeah, because I'm assuming that because it would... You know what? Here's how I'm going to do this. An arcade was over your left shoulder, and because you're offering your left hand, you then put it down. During this time, Aldous then goes down to grab and pull towards him his satchel, which is...
his left hand.
Yeah, fair. Which is no longer got the telepathy stone, but you now know that the blue the blue-coloured object is a hydrokinetic ability. Which then basically means by deduction, and I'm going to say that your character is intelligent to know about this, the purple one is Basilisk.
And the gold one, he did say Fortune Child, didn't he?
He did say Fortune Child.
He did, so again, by the definition of it, he said that there is a Fortune Child ability inside of that bag, and since you know your power stones very well, yes.
Now, Joe, before he does this, considering I've watched how painful this is, I'm just going to roll for my stat conversion ability.
Okay, interesting. What are you converting? How much are you converting?
All my super strength. and all my dexterity and the con, so I have plus 11.
You know what, Kane? Fuck you. Because I was gonna say you of all people have to roll disadvantage, but because you got super con, fine. Yep. Roll me Constitution.
Now I'll get a really crap roll probably.
Natural 1.
Come
on.
No, I got an 11.
It's making an even more deeply searing noise, and it's an incredible pain. But you look down at your hand, look back at him, eye contact, and then you look back, eye contact with Aldous as your mouth doesn't even close. Your mouth doesn't even open. You close your mouth, you look at him, look at Aldous, look back at your hand, look at him, look back at Aldous, and the rest of the time you're looking at Aldous as this thing is audibly searing your flesh.
Can I roll to use my biological manipulation to not remove it, but to heal it up surrounding the sigil writing?
Once he's finished and you finally get your multi-stone, you grab it, he then just goes, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Why?
If you heal it, there is a theoretical possibility that you might disconnect our connection through the means of this psychic barrier. Now I must do the same. This never gets any easier every time I do it. He then opens up his robe to show his chiseled chest, and he then takes his right hand and it begins glowing at the tip of his right finger as he then imprints very carefully but also very painfully as he goes.
What's his con roll, Joe? What's his nerve?
That's why I'm screaming. And he finally finishes it and he goes, it is now done. As he claps both of his hands together as they both glow, and he then opens them and he sort of begins making a very strange shape in the tracing lights after his hands are no longer together, as he then places them back together. And then you feel the pain increase in your hand for a second as it then begins to stop. As when you open your palms, as when you open your palms, the glow ceases, and now it is etched into a shine. At first it looks black, but when the light catches it and it shines, it's a almost holographic shine of pink in this strange etching. I'd like both of you to write down on your character sheets anywhere that you would like, but it is called Galan's etching, or Galan's rune.
Imagining, remember the mask? Remember in the mask when he looks at the mask and does a weird light show thing?
Yeah. Oh, yes, yeah.
Imagine that's what it looks like.
And I will also put it down here, Galan's rune.
So, just make sure I get the two favors right, and Ake doesn't get.
So there are two favors between the two of you. But he does actually state, once you say this, like, the favors that I have given you are at the very least two between the two of you, or one for Aldous and one for Anarche. Because at the very least, I could have potentially killed Aldous, and for that, I apologize, and hopefully, in some way, shape, or form, I can make this up. And for Anarche, I sense that you have come through great pain and great hardships, so for this, I give you this. But I also, as he then places his hand on both of your shoulders, know that you have people that you trust. So if you wish to tell them about what just transpired here, you can, but make sure that it goes no further than your circle of trust. Best to speak with them in person. As for Fergus, trust me, he will not get his hands on me any longer. The powers of the dead do not have any capability over the living. Now, if you don't mind me, I'm going to find out what the fuck happened to my kingdom. And he just disappears. In what I can only tell you as a beautiful transfix of light, as you recognize this light, that mother stole your teleportation ability and teleported somewhere else in the current universe that you're in.
Oh, dickhead.
Yeah.
Well, I can never say, I never joined a cult in a bathroom before. For my new experience. Man, how am I gonna get this, smell of, burnt flesh out of my bathroom?
Ah!
Oh, right.
It does stop hurting after a while, Aldous, but yeah. Ah.
Stings. Ah.
We'll be able to hold a doorknob for ages.
I'm gonna go back watching fights.
I'm going to see what these new powers do.
Fair enough.
Put my hand in some cold water.
Alright, remember to lock the door, and I just portal my way back to the stadium.
So, whilst you guys do that, I'm going to say, Aldous, we'll get to your figuring up your stones in a second. We're going to go back over to Felix and Fletcher. FF. So, with the FF crew, do you want to teach each other any more techniques, or would you prefer leaving it for the time skip over to the next day?
What all can you teach me?
It really depends.
I know one thing that you can teach him.
Oh,
Azure Claw!
Oh, yes, I forgot about that. That's an exclusive technique from the Shiryu clan?
Indeed it is. It is the Shiryu clan, yeah, absolutely. Kozuki taught it to you, but it is a clan-specific technique that he entrusted it to you and Cloak. So you can indeed teach it to Felix if you wish.
Yeah, he's helping me out, I might as well. Well, since you're helping me out, I might as well teach you something. I learned a technique with Cloak back at the Shiryu clan, called the Azure Claw. Are you interested?
I'm always willing to learn new things, especially if it'll help get this tournament over faster.
Yeah, it will, hopefully.
Do you want to tell... Sorry.
It does have a few drawbacks. It actively draws on your life force, but you can choose how much you put into it to augment your attacks.
Fair enough.
Very well. Let's get started.
Roll me the necessary roll, which I believe is a 15. I think it's a 15.
Right, and that's spirit. Or is
Spirit.
it willpower?
It would be spirit, because it's under spirit, and you are a master of spirit, so you can indeed roll for spirit to teach him. So, D20 plus 10, baby!
I almost pulled a blunder and put it into in-game chat.
Wait, have you guys been putting more things in in-game chat? I feel like I need like a second window of the in-game chat things.
Yeah, we kind of stopped training and started playing cat.
Right.
I mean, you know.
do I don't know, is can I duplicate this and then change it? I can't duplicate it. Oh, that's a shame. I'll have to figure out. Okay, so 23. You get to roll advantage on this, so you need to get a 15 or above. Roll
And
advantage 5 times.
And it's spirit, or is it just flat d20s?
It is spirit.
So it's plus
Spirit.
10. And then doing it 5 times. So here's the first one. 18 plus 10. So 28. 29. 28. How many times am I rolling this?
5, I think.
5.
Yeah.
24.
That's
And 27.
not what I'm looking for. Okay, so as long as you got 15 or above, you're fine. So,
Probably got all of them.
Yeah.
so let me have a look. Just okay. Cool.
None of them went below
Nice.
15.
Awesome.
Yeah. No. What was my lowest? My lowest was a 24.
Your lowest was a 24. I'm not gonna lie. I looked at the 40 and was like, aha! And then I realized the plus 10. I was like, aha! Yeah, you indeed got the ability. So, the only thing that you should really know, if Connor hasn't already sent this to you, it's called Azure Claw. It is a roll requirement of 15 plus. You can only use it once per day. However, the willpower damage is added to your next attack of, basically for you, 2d12s plus however much HP you wish to siphon off of yourself to add to your damage.
Okay. If you could send that to me, that'd be wonderful.
I would love to. I would gladly do it. Problem is, I have a physical sheet. I don't have it digitally.
If you could start to type it out.
Begin writing it, I guess.
Where could I? Okay, fair.
Or you could take a picture of it on your sheet and send it to me.
and make me write it out. I see.
Yeah.
The joys.
Yeah.
I have very little detail, so I guess someone else might understand it. Because I just have Azure Claw and the rule requirement.
You know what? At least you're trying.
You're as bad as me. I'm like that.
All necessary details there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, if you remember how it works, that's all you need. So.
Alright, it adds to an attack, and you roll. It goes there.
Yep. Math.
Me.
That's a shame. It actually OBS does not allow it to be a part of in-game chat. It only goes on like what I'm currently in. That's damn it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I send a lot of in jokes into the in-game chat.
In-game chat is for us, and that's alone, sadly.
Yeah.
That is an absolute shame.
The audience may not know our secrets.
You know what? It's too late now. I showed it up for about all of like potentially 30 to 40 seconds, but that's about it.
I'm glad that we talked down enough to that one GIF.
What GIF was it? I need to actually now see. I need to look at it. Sorry, continue on with the discussion.
Not while you're streaming.
Oh, GIF. What GIF did you put?
I didn't put it down, but
you've done nothing. Nothing. Decapitation. Oh, shush! No!
I didn't put that. I didn't put that GIF in there. That wasn't me.
For the sake of your eyes, I shall continue to put it on that thing.
Yeah,
yes.
Again.
So
I warned you.
TOS.
For the sake of the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Demonetized immediately.
I'm not even monetized, do I?
We won't be now.
Yeah,
We never will be.
We never will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There goes our Raid Shadow Legends deal.
You know. Anyway, moving on very swiftly. You've now learned the technique. You guys head off back to watching your battles, and you guys continue training for the rest of the day. As I shall indeed skip over to the next day. Sam, if you would like to, you may indeed roll for your special animatological ability.
What do you want me to roll?
You know, the thing where when you go to sleep, you can.
Oh yeah, of course. Alright. I'm so
Forever in an animite dream.
Just to make sure, can I ask, did I train with these things to see what level they are? No. I get no dreams.
You know what? Add a +5 to that. We will say...
Still don't get it.
No. We'll add a +5 to that. And we'll say that's your training. You find out that the Basilisk is level 10.
Yay.
The Hydrokinetic is level 10.
Okay.
And the Fortune Child is level 3.
Well, can I then, because you better believe I have a crap ton of XP I'm not choosing to level it up. Because I have 2,390 XP.
If you can do the calculations for yourself to figure out how much it would cost.
Oh yeah, I can do that, yeah.
You can get it up to whatever level it equals to.
Just tell me what things I need to know. Like what powers are in it, or can I just choose what powers are there?
For the Fortune Child, you can choose because obviously you're leveling. You are the one who's leveling it up. The Basilisk and the Hydrokinetic, I will inform you as and when.
Okay. Then can I? Okay. One last thing before I go to bed, I'm going to use my free level 20 of the day to put the Hydrokinesis stone, the Hydrokinesis power into my stone.
Okay.
Okay. There we go. just so you know.
Awesome.
Okay. There we go. Oh, do you want me to roll again to see if I get any dreams? Because no, you want me to.
I definitely do. I will also say, because it's been a few days, I'll allow you to roll it with a cheeky advantage roll.
Okay, come on. And you get 15. It doesn't happen.
It was just never meant to be. As you all head off into your dreams, it now goes off. Anarche and Fletcher, you both have sweet dreams. No way. Sorry. I just heard an ice cream truck go past my house. That's
Sorry, guys. We gotta pause stream. Go get
Yeah,
hang on a sec, guys. Pause.
Guys.
just no way. There's an ice cream truck.
It's not in season.
I mean, it's spring now.
Incredible moment. Right.
Sorry, I will post on the in-game chat what it looks like outside my house, and you can tell me if it looks like spring or not. Anyway,
Ice cream's always in season. I don't know what you're talking about.
No. Anyway, so it's
Like
now,
hot chocolate's always in season.
it is now a new dawn and a new day. You guys get up and get ready. As you have been formed, in less than a couple of minutes, you will be fighting the Huskonian team. With that, I shall give you the roster of the Huskonian team, which is Tendragrum.
Before that happens... Sorry.
No, go on.
I was going to can I use my Nat 20 of this day to fit the Basilisk into the Power Stone?
You absolutely can.
Okay.
Spoiler alert, so just to let you know, I have already chosen the level 10s. So the level 10 of the Hydrokinesis is water temperature manipulation.
Okay.
So you control any water, H2O, and you can manipulate it as steam and turn it into water, turn it into ice, turn ice into water, turn ice into steam, turn water into ice, turn water into steam, turn steam into ice, turn steam into water, whatever you want. However, it has to be water. You cannot specifically do any liquid. It just has to be pure water. If you want to do it where you can remove the water from a liquid, you can, but it cannot be biological liquid. In other words, meaning it cannot be blood or cannot be urine. Next thing, the Basilisk Stone is the Basilisk Stone of Hybrid. So it's a hybrid stone of Basilisk, allowing you to have the hybridization. The only reason I say this is because when you first activated your powers, you got more than enough roll to activate the hybridization form. So you get Basilisk hybrid form from that. Water temperature manipulation with the other. Those are the only two ones that I have confirmed yet, as such far. Anyway, I will tell you the lineup, and then you can have a little conversation between yourselves. So there is Tendragrum, known as the Power Reaper. Quadvia, known as the ancient martial artist of the Huskonian people. Yodonze, known as the Ice Mage. Cilia Liddy, known as the strongest Huskonian, aka the Spirit of Huskonia, aka the entire general of all that is the enforcers within the Huskonian force. And finally, there is E101, known as just E101. I will let you have a discussion whilst I take the picture for...
Well, you go get some ice cream. We understand.
Whilst I prove why it is not seasoned for ice cream. Continue.
You're wrong, but okay.
You're very wrong, but you know.
So, does anyone have a preference of wanting to go first? Anyone care?
Not particularly.
You know, Fletcher's always down to fight.
I know. Trust me. That's why you always go first.
Though I think Fletcher would like to go up against Yodonze.
Okay.
There could be a little bit of banter for stuff that's happened in the past.
Oh. Well, Stan is not here, so we'll have to wait on standby. Perfect season. Perfect season. That's
Yeah,
just
yeah. Honestly, that
British weather.
That looks perfectly fine for ice cream.
Yeah. Right. So, I mean... Maybe we should do, like, rock, paper, scissors or something to see who goes first. We all
also
just
toss Aldous.
I would, but he didn't have the greatest day yesterday.
Just shows up hand like, ah! Does it still sting?
Did you burn yourself?
Yeah. So.
Damn it, Aldous, you'll be careful.
So, I mean, oh, then again, I guess I should use my master strategic planning, shouldn't I? Who goes first? I will decide pure through intellect alone. Ignore that D4. That has nothing to do with this decision making.
Ah, yes, intellect rules.
Yes.
D4. Also, just blueberries.
You know what? For two berries, I'll go first.
Ooh.
You gotta love that. It's really, in the party, the only people who'd be familiar with the origin of two berries is Fletcher and Felix.
Yep. For everyone else, it's just like, oh, this is something you do? Okay.
Yeah, okay. Two berries. Yeah.
Okay.
What? You got two berries? Oh, where's my shot glass? Where's my flask of whiskey?
Wait, you carry one of those on you, Fletcher?
No. Fletcher carries no alcohol.
Insight check.
Yes, drink alcohol. Yes.
Welcome back. For those of you who are, for those of you who are listening, I will attempt to maybe make the for those of you who are listening, I'll attempt to maybe make the actual thumbnail, just the picture that I've sent in both the in-game chat and the Dice Rolls chat, just to show how awful the weather is right now.
That's just British weather. I don't know what you're playing about.
It is not the season for ice cream trucks to drive by my cul-de-sac. No!
It's
always ice cream.
Perfectly like ice cream weather.
You know what, chat? Comment below. Vote it out now. You know what? I'll even post it on the YouTube channel where I say, "Hey guys, is this ice cream truck weather?" Sorry, and then we'll see.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, obviously.
Let me get my phone.
It is not.
It's
but
like
you know what?
Chocolate.
You know what? In the next episode, if people have voted enough for the poll to end, and it turns out I'm wrong, I'll go, fine. I don't agree with you, but I have to admit the votes have won, and therefore it clearly is. Anyway, I will be the Scrooge of this particular season. Now, moving on, you guys have chosen who is going where and where is going who. So, who is going first?
To the moon, that is me.
You're going first, are you?
Yes. With my strategic planning known as the D4, I'm going first.
Okay. So, it is announced that you will be fighting against the Huskonian team. You already know all of the different fighters that will be going up against you.
Yeah.
Taking the stage is none other than Yodonze, the Ice Mage.
Ah.
As
he got cocked.
As he cracks his knuckles and sort of just then like shakes his hands to sort of seem as though he is in pain from his cracking of knuckles as he then walks in. This individual has bluish, greyish skin, red hair, And he almost looks as if his eyes are very, almost very closed, like as if he's sort of like readying for something as he walks in. Anarche, do you ready yourself in any way, shape, or form?
Yes. I will be baby mode. I will go into my will-powered infused state.
Okay, roll for it.
Yes.
Nice. As you roll, transform. Is there anything else that you want to do beforehand?
Probably shouldn't make the mecha outside. No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
I'll go in.
The two of you walk up, get about 2 meters away from each other. It is announced that he is Yodonze, the Ice Mage, and Anarche, the Fierce of Fury. The Fierce of Fury. As it begins, she then states the words, "Begin!" Roll move speed.
Man, she's really gone like into that position.
She absolutely has. She loves her position almost too much.
Yep.
I was about to roll a d30 then.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, they use a D30 instead of a D.
Okay,
Alright.
well, without the d30, I still go first.
You do?
As, oh, okay, that's interesting. Ah! There you go. As what happens is his hand, sort of like, his left hand sort of opens up alongside of him, and then a giant sort of like, almost breeze begins to pick up as almost like a tornado in his hand, builds and builds and builds, and it creates a white orb as he then fires what seems to be a gigantic blast of cold, tundra-like force that barrels towards you. What do you wish to do?
How large is this attack? Like, how much of this arena is this attack taking
It is
up?
just, it seems equivalent to your energy blasts.
Oh, it's like, okay. You know what, then I'll use, probably a bad call, but I'll use the ribcage defensive, usage style thing. Oh wait, no, it's just a defensive style, isn't it?
Yeah. So you basically roll, as long as you beat me, you defend yourself from getting a hit.
Yep. Yes.
You do indeed. And that is it. 5 or above. Just basically, if the opponent has a combo, what it basically means is 5 or above stops the combo.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, I didn't use a combo.
No, yeah, I assumed, but that's good to know.
It is now your turn.
Do I use mecha mode? It is kind of fun. I think I'm just going to take a bill amount of time here. Go to my character sheet. I don't really want to activate any of that yet. There's not much point. You know what? Actually, I will activate Predictive Instinct, which is the advanced technique variant. So I just need a 10 or above.
Unlimited energy.
Yeah. Yep. It works. And then I will roll mecha. Yes.
You become energy. Yeah, you generate an entire energy you make around you. How big do you make it? As big as the arena allows, or slightly smaller, or?
We'll go full size.
Fair enough. Full size.
Yeah, I'm just
You
like,
stop at 30.
it.
You stop at 30. Yeah, you whereabouts are you located? In the middle portion or at the top portion?
I'll say top portion.
You're at the head. Okay, awesome. Thank you for clarifying.
You're good.
That is the end of your turn. Your opponent goes in for another attack. And again, his hand creates a strange orb of strange power, and he just
Technically,
fires.
I just passively beat that because of predictive instinct.
I forgot about predictive instinct. I completely forgot about predictive instinct. You basically dodge it. It goes through a part of your... It basically almost destroys a part of the head as you move through the head. The head is getting destroyed, and then you sort of float back in, and the head reconstitutes itself as you float back into it. That is the end of his turn.
Cool. Alright, so the bonus thing, I'll just roll predictive instinct again. Yep.
Nice.
And now I'm going to make a mecha sword. Yep, mecha sword.
You now have sword.
Yep. And now I'm just going to throw out Shower of Light, yay. Because why not?
Okay, let's see what he's got. I have to beat you 30. Oh, don't beat a 30. Hit him.
Alright. We'll just roll this first because it's important. Alright, 2. So one more turn after this, basically.
Awesome, sick, thank you. Fantastic. Roll damage.
Oh, 8 d6s. This. $57.
Nice. You deal 57. I think that breaks vitality more than once over.
Really?
Yes, it does.
Oh.
Twice over, in fact.
Oh. I mean, I'm sure he's got good con, right?
Let me put it this way. The margin between almost every threat level is anywhere between 1 to 2, whereas the margin threat level between Zayton enemy all the way to Zayton boss and Zayton mini-boss to Zayton boss is a massive difference of anywhere between 2 to 10. This dude basically needs 10, and he's like, oh yeah, he's a mini-boss or a boss or whatever, or an enemy. This dude could have like 2 additional milestones on top of that and still not have enough to be able to like resist that. So to put it in perspective, that is double his vitality, which means I'm now having to roll and I need to beat a
20.
Huh, that's energy is fortitude, isn't it?
I believe so.
It's fortitude when counting as physical, survival when counting as burns. I'm going to say it's physical. So this is this.
So that's impressive, really.
If Bill is listening, or watching, I'm sorry.
This is the sort of thing that would happen to Bill, though.
Yeah.
I know he does have some really good luck, but this is...
So that's 20, 15, 10, 5.
Yep.
And then, so that's, he needs to get 20, he needs to get 15, he needs to get 10, he needs to get 5.
It's 4.
It is then, that's at 4 in total, but it's a natural... Oh wait,
it's less than natural.
It's
1,
below
so
1, so it's actually 5. So that means it is a D12 because it's not natural. It is a D12 of additional physical ailment, which I'm going to say is internal bleeding. So that's 5 turns. That's the wrong number. That's the wrong number. So remember that was 5. We could very well end up with a higher, remember that was 4, that could end up with a higher number.
Yep.
5 is actually 1 above, yeah. As he takes bleed. Which is 57 plus 5, which is 62.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. 5 elements isn't fatal moments, is it? It's just 4 is major, and then...
Technically, it's 4 and 5 are major.
Yes. Yeah.
It's actually not a 12 then, in that case. You know what that is?
2d12s?
Continuous.
It's 2d12s. So I need to...
Yeah.
Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll do those two for the times, that's 10, and then I'll do this for the damage.
That makes sense.
Okay, so that's
12.
an additional 7, so 7 onto that is then 9, okay. Ah! Nice. Anyway, it is now his turn, as he's currently crumpled under the sword and goes... as he coughs up blood and then sort of gets back up as he goes... Very well. I shall do this instead. Claps his hand as a book releases from the back of him, glows up and appears as he then goes, White Void! And he opens his hands and immediately a massive explosion of white appears. I shall be rolling with advantage on this particular attack, and it is an AoE attack. You are to beat a 30.
That beats my thing, so I get to roll advantage as well.
Fair.
Come on, dice. I believe in you. I believe in the heart of the dice. Come on. No.
No. You get hit by this attack, which this attack does... I'm actually... You know what? I'm also going to activate his special ability, which means that I need to roll 1d4, as this is known as Bitter Cold. Ha ha ha! Never mind!
Oh, yeah, that's good. Also, he still has to take 48 off first, because obviously it has to go through the energy mech.
Okay, so what I'll do is copy that, paste that, and then what was it? Minus...
48.
Minus 48. There we go. 82.
Cool.
You take 82
And then
points...
that's half, unless he's using willpower.
82 points of cryo damage.
Oh, is willpower better than mine?
No, he doesn't use willpower. You will be minusing and then halving that. I just have to have a look at this.
Yeah. Okay. I can get a phone, I think.
He takes 41 points of damage.
Oh, good to know.
Which is 69 plus...
Nice.
Jeez. Again, I apologise, Bill. I now have to roll survival, and I believe you take how much?
37 damage.
That is a frostbite of 4. That's not good. 37 damage, did you say?
Yep.
Yep. Did you take 37 damage? It is now your turn, and it looks like as if he's covered in crystals.
So he takes the damage from the shower of light.
Okay, I have to roll against that.
Which he has to be at 30.
I'll try.
No, okay.
No. Let me put it this way: you don't need to roll. He only has he only has 1 HP left.
Oh.
Also, even if he didn't have 1 HP left, he would only have a maximum of 5 left. So that basically means he's done. As it is announced that you are the winner of this, I will let you discover whether you'll stay in or who will fight in your stead. Whilst I quickly go to the bathroom, I will let you all discuss.
the crowd.
You know, I only just jumped into that, and I have to be honest, I completely 100% agree.
Yeah.
Sorry, so
DM
what's this?
Aldous threw his hat in the ring, so I'm leaving.
Yeah, Aldous really wants to fight for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay, so Anarche
Also, got to give it a shot.
Anarche can no longer fight until the rest of his team are defeated.
So I just won't be fighting. Cool, good to know.
Okay. As Aldous, you enter.
No, I don't. Don't enter yet.
Oh, sorry.
Amalgamate.
Ever so sorry, Sam. I didn't mean as in you all enter without doing anything. I meant as in you enter after doing something. Continue. Since you have informed me that you will be doing something beforehand, continue with what you wish to do.
Okay, well, I'm going to amalgamate to my many... Wait, who am I fighting first?
You don't know because you haven't entered yet.
Okay, I'm going to amalgamate to all of my many things.
Okay, how would you like to do so?
By touching them. Yeah, by touching them, or putting the crown on and holding the staff, the small stick.
The role requirement of that is 20.
Funny, I think I look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you activate the crown one. You've got the crown one. Awesome.
Okay, this is for fortune. Bam, bam,
Okay.
zoom to the moon.
You activate fortune. Cool.
Okay, give me a second. I have to. That's 180, I think. 190.
What milestone count are you at?
I'm 18, I think. So I have
190. Yeah, it's 10 plus 10 for every milestone you have.
I mean, I've got so much points I'm never going to use now.
You say that.
And yeah, and I will.
I mean, it's too late. That's it. You done too.
Oh,
you know,
that's
go.
me.
Yeah. You only get two. You only get 2 actions prior to you actually walking in.
Okay, so I'm assuming I'm just a big basilisk man now. Then.
No. So what you've now done is you've amalgamated to all the aspects, but you still have to separately transform because technically, when you do,
No, it isn't. I thought thingy was hybrid mode.
Yeah, it's not passive. It's not hybrid physiology. It's hybrid mode, which means that you have to separately roll to activate the hybrid mode transformation. Unless what you're telling me is that you want to activate your catalyzation and specifically target
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, most because I'm remembering how Adrian worked. I forget these special beats. Hybrid mode isn't like what Adrian had.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, technically, Adrian, like, if you were to catalyze Adrian's abilities or amalgamate to Adrian's ability, you still have to roll separately another ability to transform. Similar to Adrian, who had Wasp, Hybrid, Knight, and Paladin. And technically, unless if you were a copier, you would only gain access to Wasp and Hybrid because...
I know.
Then again, the Hive Leader mode.
No.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Well, I've remembered as well. Adrian wasn't hybrid mode, hybrid physiology.
Yeah.
Anyway, I will go in. I will go in.
This is...
I will go in.
Yes, you go in with your amalgamated factors of all of the abilities within that stone and also the fortune stone. You walk in and you stand in front waiting for your opponent. The opponent that
With
walks
my
in...
times 30 animate damage.
You walk in with... you see them walking in a cloaked individual with a grey skin touching bone level of almost nothingness on their body, head as they walk in, grayscale creature, blackened eyes as it walks in, stomp, stomp, stomp. This thing is a good meter and something above your height as it towers over you, standing 2 meters away from you, as is customary within this tournament. She then states, "Begin."
Hello.
That is a natural 20, Sam.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Okay, so what do you...
Oh, wait,
Cheryl,
roll
move
move speed. So I thought, for a second there, I thought that natural 20 was actually the move speed. I was like, holy cow!
No.
You mean my +2 move speed?
I thought that, and then I realised the modifier. Okay.
Yeah, my +2 move speed. Are you forgetting?
You notice that as this happens, she goes, begin, and then you just see a sudden, you are in for a wonderful treat, as its cloak opens up. And then I need to roll something.
Flash.
Anime beam to the face. Body explodes. Instant death.
Just having a look.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not freaking.
It's got the of like an animate water gun. It
Okay.
just sprays.
the thirst zapper.
Right, okay, so that would be... Oh, bloody hell. So that is... Oh, fuck me.
Joe, can I ask something?
Yep.
Just because I'm assuming I'm going to have to ask a second. You know, lucky action that grants SP advantage to any of 2 stats.
Yep.
Do I have to pick them, or do I just?
You have to pick the 2 stats they are lucky with.
Okay. So I don't have to roll for anything like that. It just is.
So you choose them, and that's it permanently. So you say Dex, or you say you say Dex and Con, or you say I don't know, Intelligence and Strength, whatever, and that's it. You can never roll lucky advantage with anything else but those 2 stats. So what 2 are you choosing?
Can move speed be 1?
I mean, it's too late now, but
Okay. Well, I know now, but like for next time,
you can if you want, like lucky move speed. Yeah.
Can SP be 1?
No, because
Okay.
you know what the lucky aspect is.
SP.
Yeah. So you can't necessarily SP your SP.
Okay, that's okay. It's grand. Never mind. I'll do that
So,
now because I've got a lot of them now.
Technically, I shouldn't even allow you move speed because I don't even think that move speed works with it. But I am fine with you saying move speed. And what's the other one?
I mean, I've got 6. 1, 2. Yeah, I've got 6 to choose.
Okay, so you say move speed with 1, and then you can choose any specific
Con, Dex.
Yep, Con, Dex.
Charisma.
So move speed, Con, Dex, Charisma.
Willpower?
Yeah, you can have lucky willpower.
So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's 5, so you need 1 more.
Intelligence.
Okay.
No, wisdom. Wisdom.
Okay, wisdom. Okay, right. Those are locked in.
Right.
So you have move speed, strength, con, dex, willpower, and wisdom.
Okay.
Those are locked in. Just to let you know, you also base them off of the flat rolls. So if I ask you to roll labor, you cannot state that it is with lucky advantage. Thank you.
Okay, can I change wisdom to... Actually, yeah, keep wisdom around. Yeah, why not? Good.
It is too late now.
No worries.
Because I didn't want to tell you until after it had happened, and because again, you know, these are readable abilities. You can read them.
No worries. Can I ask, if you ask for an endurance roll, can I just use con?
Nope.
Okay.
Because that's how the system works. Also, because I want to be a dick. So, because I want to be a dick, and also because, you know, I also want to be nice enough to you, Sam, that if I ever have a situation like this, that I will screw myself over entirely.
No worries. So, okay, so what did they do? What do I have to fight against?
Well, you're not necessarily fighting against anything. I'm just calculating something real quick.
Oh, sorry about that bookkeeping, by the way, for everybody.
Bookkeeping?
Yeah.
It's all good.
Oh, what, for your abilities?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was concerned. I was like, what? What else?
No. That's it.
Hang on a
Good
second,
for
my
good.
guys. I've got an even more important task. Okay, so that one.
I mean, it's fine, Sam, considering I literally just did that. My fight
Yeah.
multiple times. So,
Okay.
if anything, I did it also during Felix's fight. So,
Oh, yeah. It's a very, very bookkeeping fights we're doing right now.
yeah.
We need to find a librarian at some point, and they can be literal bookkeeping.
Well, Felix murdered them, so I don't think that.
Shush.
Oh yeah, forgot
Okay.
you evil person.
I'm just having a look at something real quick.
We could always convince Leah to be our bookkeeper.
I mean, I believe you were fighting the enforcer that was chasing me as I destroyed the library.
15, 20.
I mean,
No, I think this is a different one.
Is that a different
Yeah,
one?
you completely splatted him, remember?
No, not the other
You
person
know,
who I,
the other one. The
the
other
one I
one is,
avoided.
The
yeah,
one
that's
was
a
being
different one. Yeah.
I mean that's when I saved. Was that when I saved Raki and you?
Okay, so
No.
all
Go
that
ahead.
happens is you see the cloak open, and immediately, as you are hit by several. Well, you
Why
can
not
only-
roll?
No, because for some reason you are currently covered in gashes, as your entire body is covered in horrible cuts. I would also like you to roll me something, because I believe there's also a special effect on one of the weapons.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So that's that.
So this could be one of those times where I make him roll a natural one.
What did I get? Oh, okay, no, I got a 20.
With Jinx.
I get a 20. Oh, I didn't roll that. Okay, sorry, I have to roll this real quick, because I just realised I technically didn't even roll the activation factor of this. Well, I did roll the activation factor, I didn't roll the finalised attack. Okay, you need to roll me a... Oh, can you roll me a... Oh, nothing. So you get hit by this attack and you go, what the... As everyone else sees him open up his cloak, as begin! Opens up this guy's cloak as you see 4 arms, and then suddenly he has all of his arms out in the open, and then suddenly his arms are further spread out, his cloak is fully opened, and you see all 4 hands of his 4 arms wielding different swords, as Aldous is covered in 4 separate cuts. And Aldous is about to do something until he stops suddenly. The creature then lowers his arms and begins walking around him. As he just says, you can't even move. You don't even know what's happening because
Oh god.
you can't move through percepted stopped time.
Damn.
This is a problem for your species. They believe that your capabilities are only your own, but there are many others that wield these powers, and I shall cut you all down.
As during this time, Anarche, Fletcher, Felix, and I'm not going to say Stan because he's not there, but the 3 of you can definitely hear something very interestingly, as I would like all 3 of you to roll me perception with advantage. Or mind if you have it under spirit, under willpower.
Alright, for this one I'll roll mind.
You said perception or path of the mind?
Yep.
Okay.
26.
26! So you got 26? Fletcher and Felix, you have yet to roll with advantage on one of the 3 things that I said.
So it's mind, so that's a plus 10?
Yep, mind, so that's a plus 10.
I just realised, I think I can! I have resume!
So 19 plus 10, so 29.
Yep,
I do have
29.
I have a power stop time against them.
You can't because you are not in Tempest Warrior, nor are you. Do you have the ability to resume time if you don't know that time is not stopped for you?
Ah. Oh yeah. Okay, no.
You can. What you can do is you.
I'll
can
do it next time.
What? No. If he stops time and you're not in, if he stops time, and it's not your time that he's messing around with time in, you can't alter his time perception. Okay, so all of you get above a. Well, all of you get above 25. So yeah, hell. You all notice that when he's doing this, he's walking and stalking around the stopped body of Aldous. He's not even physically moving. Even his blood is stopped in physical mass. And he's walking around and you can hear him saying this. You then hear a voice. And this voice isn't known to you, but it is close. How dare he! That disgusting wretch! The E-101, he is a vessel! A wielder of such disgusting levels of physiological combination with our powers. He is Omegan and Huskonian born. Execution is necessary. Do you not agree, Humoriel? You then all notice Humoriel, the cherubim of silliness that you met back all the way in Eden about a month ago. The man who had an incredibly calm and yet silly demeanor, to most of which was annoying, but in this moment he is suddenly serious. He looks over at what is happening and looks back at his subordinate with white hair and glowing wings, and he just says these words. This is not our fight to decide who lives or who dies. We knew the risks and the rules of this island. You would dare taint the very thing that is the truth of Asconia, or the truth of Matrata, by sullying our name as angels. You would even think about stepping within that ring. I know what he is. Good God, every single part of me wants to destroy every atom that is his body, but we must endure. I had a feeling that there was at least one vessel amongst their team. I did not even dream that there would be a second. And the fact that this is him only puts my fears deeper within my heart. So you hold your tongue. If we are blessed enough that we fight them, then you put them in their place, and if you wish to put them down, you do so off this island. Do I make myself clear? I may be the cherubim of silliness, and I love to make a funny joke here and there, but if you even dare sully our name, I will kill you where you stand! And there ends, as we come back to Aldous, as he then just finishes his speech, and he then says,
But you are but weak, and I am every level of strength.
As I shall roll for his attack.
Yeah, he's killed me, probably.
I mean...
Yeah.
You can't guarantee that.
I mean, yeah.
But
I think I've got like 180 health, I think. Yeah, he's killed me.
As he slices you into 4 pieces, and yeah, it's over.
Yeah, oh well. As
he then walks away, and he actually places all of his weapons back into his cloak closes, and he finally leaves the barrier. People then grab the 4 chunks that are Aldous and bring them out before he then finally slaps back together and repairs.
Well, did you enjoy your fight, Aldous?
What happened?
You got fucking wrecked, my man.
But I went in and then I came out. What happened?
Yeah, he did some like freeze.
Well,
Turns out, time children aren't the only one who can freeze things. Interestingly. Speaking of which, you guys decide what has next. I have some talking to do, so I'm going to portal my way out of there to the angels.
Oh, okay, so you're going to go to the angels.
Yeah.
Whilst we have that, the rest of your team, aka Felix and Fletcher, who's going to go next?
What do you think, Fletcher?
Fletcher is not there. He is already walking his way to the barrier.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
are you walking straight in without anything else, or are you actually going in with some concept of what you want to do?
Yes, I said I was walking to the barrier. I didn't say I was walking through.
Okay, so you walk through the back. There, go on.
As I par up with Spirit Warrior.
Okay, roll for it.
Yes, that's correct.
Yep. And then...
Activates. And no, I don't think I need anything else. Wait, no. I put my staff into my arm.
Okay.
Rolling SP.
Okay. Your one staff.
Yeah.
By
I
the
should
way-
have checked in.
By the way, yeah, you haven't checked in, but also Jimmy Grum did say it would be about a day or two, so yeah.
Okay.
Roll
so
for it.
maybe tomorrow. Boop.
Nice.
Yes.
You walk in with your arm fused in with your things, as it will now be the time of your opponent. As I would like you to roll your move speed.
Yep. Uh, 20! Wait, no, I got 16.
No, I got
Here's
a
my
20.
board. It was posted so quick, the bot was like rapid fire.
Okay. You see a pulse of strange energy across his body as he then just goes, "Welcome, my name is..." And then suddenly, before he even gets to finish it, you go, "Welcoming Quad Via to the stage alongside Fletcher, Mota, Tame. Will the Kings of the Hill win this competition, or will we see finally defeat as the Huskonians take on the Kings? We will find out in the next battle. Begin!" And then suddenly he goes, "Well, I guess my entire whole point is ruined, but my name is Quad VR. If you would like to see some of my inspirational videos, you can see them on HuskonianMartialArts.com. Anyway, my name is Quad VR, and I'm about to kick your ass." As he then immediately jumps towards you in a very flurious, strange-looking sort of... I guess the best way to point out is almost like it's a firework of limbs. As what would you like to do against this as he begins to attempt to attack you?
Well, I guess I'll test the waters. I will attempt to phase the counter out of the way.
I would like you to roll me a disadvantage, please.
Are you sure about that? I have perceptive insects in.
Oh, right, okay. Well, in that case, I would like you to roll me a perception check, please.
1 perception. 23.
You can roll normally.
Why, thank you, Joe.
You're
You're such a
welcome.
kind person.
I am. I'm such a good DM, aren't I? Make sure that you remind every other player that I'm such a good DM.
Hey, guys!
Nice.
And dodge.
You indeed dodge out of the way, and you are allowed a counterattack, as I'm assuming you do, so roll damage. By the way, since that your arm is definitely infused with your staff, you are allowed to add your additional staff to the damage, which I think is what? Plus 10 or plus 15 or something?
Oh, yeah. So, melee plus staff?
Phase plus melee plus staff. As in phase...
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, no. No, it would be melee plus... Yeah, it'd be melee plus staff, and I don't resist it because it's included in intangible damage.
Yep, 1 sec. Oh, that's strange. Nothing's popping up.
Nothing.
Guy really came in with his advertisement and then gets immediately counted.
Is the typing coming up for you guys?
No, not at all.
No.
That's strange. Give me a sec to reboot Discord.
I mean, I was going to say, you could always send it to me DMs and I could just put your thing from, there. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Is anyone else getting it, or am I...
No, I'm not getting it either. Oh, the typing is up now.
Sorry, I've just seen Juice's message.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
You know exactly what I mean. You.
Oh,
52.
Excuse me whilst I go tell. Excuse me whilst I go tell #Cookie Swagger that you are not as innocent as you claim to be.
I mean, they know that.
Okay. Fair enough,
Oh,
never
you're
mind.
right. No. I didn't put in actual whack damage because it wasn't, whack. It was just
Yeah,
imbued with staff and stuff.
Fair.
Good, just making sure.
You indeed deal your damage. Yep, 52. You deal
Just slightly phased out of the way and just smack.
as you hit him, and you go, well, that was pretty damn surprising. As he looks over at you, sort of like readying his hands in a very strange stance. He looks almost like as if he's making up martial arts, because the stance that he's taken looks like as if he doesn't even know how to place his hands, feet, legs, knees, elbows, shoulders, even his hips. It's like looking like as if he's like half melted ice cream whilst trying to fight.
Okay, I like your interesting style of fighting. Try this as I attempt for Phase Splitter. That par works, and I go for the smack.
There's a 29, so no. So you do get indeed the smack. You'll get the hit, but you won't get the smack additional damage. So is that phase cutter?
No, it is. It's based on phase cutter. So the par is at activating. So you succeed my roll.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I thought you said phase crusher. Okay, fair enough. Well,
I
in that
said
case,
phase splitter.
thank you very much for letting me know that, because I would have genuinely let you win that one.
Well, you're such a good DM. I can't do that to you.
Yeah,
Done,
absolutely.
Fletcher. You should have taken it. Boo.
Okay, so that is my reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't do additional damage.
Oh boy, willpower.
As his hand sort of strikes against your chest, and as the entire noise of his hand, open palmed, hits you in the stomach, it almost wings you for a second as you take 67 points of damage.
Wow. Let me roll
That is
my...
1 point above your vitality, I've just realised.
Yeah.
You do
Okay,
not.
13.
Roll disadvantage because it is Super Dex against normal con.
Ah.
I was about to say you don't take an injury, but you might very well do. You do indeed.
6.
As it breaks a couple of your ribs, you take an additional set of 4 points of damage.
Ooh, that didn't feel good.
Ha! I told you not to mess with me. You went down the wrong road. You shouldn't have gone down this road. As I am quad VR. As he then goes for another attack.
How do you make that sound with your mouth?
You're trying to beat a 23.
Okay. Is this normal roll because I've seen through?
Do you have Predictive Will active?
Yes, it's built into Spirit Warrior.
Awesome, you're rolling normally then.
Good to know.
Because, fun fact, his particular type of fighting style, he has 3 different martial arts, one of which allows him to roll in a very weird way in which that you have to roll disadvantage against him.
Ah. Ooh. I'm just off Reactive Phase Crusher. Natural 20.
Nice. Roll damage. Again, it's normal damage because it is a reaction, but still, nonetheless, you are dealing damage.
Copy and paste.
Copy and pasted, and bye-bye damage. Just this. 40.
Oof, nice. It doesn't break vitality, but it definitely catches my eye. As it is, just so I realise, that attack was not a combo, was it? It was not an attack. You are welcome to continue. You are fee-fied to foe attack.
Okay. Am I not? Are you drinking as well, Joe? Because I need to make sure.
No. Why?
Okay.
Clearly, it's that ice cream he got.
Yeah.
We got rum raisin. That's why he's acting.
Whiskey and vanilla, guys. It's not rum raisin. Gosh.
All right. Sensing a good opportunity, I double back and do another Phase Crusher.
Vodka and raspberry ripple.
All right. Beat a 30, Joe.
Oh man, do I have to? Can I just not? That'd be great. 32.
Yes.
So I do still
that's
smack,
correct.
but you also hit.
So does that prevent additional melee strike?
I'm just having a look. It does prevent. No, it doesn't prevent my additional melee strike, but it. Did you do combo?
No, this is Phase Crusher. I need to know
Okay.
if I can add.
Both of us do attacks. You do not gain. I mean, unless if you want to roll to see if you can beat a 32 with your melee attack.
Who knows? Maybe I'll get another natural 20.
Jeez, 99.
I got a
No.
29, so no, just normal Phase Crusher.
Okay, so for you, you've taken 99 points of damage, which is 79 plus 99. You're at 171 points of damage.
Yep, and I need to roll con because that's double.
Yes, however, you'll also be taking a +4 to that damage, which means that it's then 174, and then you'll be rolling con again with disadvantage. So please roll me disadvantage whilst I add your damage to myself.
Ah, natural one.
Oh, Fletcher.
That's 5 ailments, just to...
It's double the 5 ailments, so that's 2d12s as well.
Yep.
So that's not 2d12s, that's actually 20, so it's 24 points of damage. So you take an additional 20. If he hits you again, every time he hits you, he will be doing 24 points of damage. But if he does it again, it will cause... No! This has caused fatal moments. Interesting. The damage you dealt to him. Even more interesting. Okay, well, you are now in fatal moments. Roll me Constitution. I'll let you add survival.
That's great, Joe, but it changes nothing. It's still a 2. 20!
You are not dead, but as a matter of fact, you are down and you are barely in, as your entire ribcage has been sort of almost caved in and punctured parts of your inner organs.
That didn't feel good.
I told y'all this was the wrong road to go down. You should have listened to me. Now, let's finish you off if you're ready.
Bring it.
You're gonna have to roll me a willpower. Because since you are in fatal moments, this is the equivalent of being unconscious.
Ooh. This is just flat, right?
Well, willpower.
Paths of anything?
Willpower, no path.
Yeah, sorry.
Roll me.
Nice.
I'm gonna say, roll me. Okay, here's. You know what? I'll even give you a better upgrade. You can either have a definitive maximum, or you can roll double on your overdrive. So you can either have definitively 6 minutes, or you can roll double to see if you can get even more.
I'm not going to need any more than 6 turns.
Okay.
This guy's going to die soon.
Definitive 6? Is that what you're going for?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Give me 6.
Awesome. Definitive 6. You are back in action in your phase demon transformation, as it is now, phase devil transformation, as you are now back. It is your turn.
Well, let's make this more interesting. Going in for a phase cutter combo. That activates, and now for the smack.
Wait, I can still save this. I can still save this run. I can still save this run.
What? You forgot the D.
I forgot the D. Never forget the D.
Wait, if you want the
Joe,
max.
you didn't forget about the D earlier.
Of all the time, Sam, to remind me about forgetting Ds. Thank you. Thank you for never forgetting your patriotic duty of remembering to remind me that I don't forget the D. Anyway, yes.
This session.
You indeed get to smack attack this mofo. Also, because this was a usage style, both succeed. So you are definitely hitting this dude. Now remember, your willpower aspect isn't there, so this will be with the smack attack, but without the spirit damage.
Fair.
But just to remind you, because you do spatial, I can't really resist your damage anyway, so...
Yeah. That is the nice thing about spatial.
And spoiler alert, he doesn't have a spatial ability to resist your spatial damage.
Not a very good martial artist then. Gosh, trash.
Nowhere to the level of Fletcher at the very least.
43.
Nice, you deal 43 points of damage. Smack this dude.
Mm-hmm. And back into it again.
Indeed you do. Roll for it.
It still goes. So let's smack.
Does it? I got 25, you got 20.
Yeah, but I have to use the power again to activate it. I have to roll Phase Cutter every time.
Oh, so at this point you're just... Oh, is this Phase Cutter combo, or is this Phase Crusher?
Yes.
Okay.
Phase Crusher doesn't have a combo. I wish, but I got a 15.
Yep, no, I definitively beat you at this point. So as you go to smack him, he then smacks back as he hits you with his attack. Smack attack. Here we go, Jack. You're about to get smacked. You're gonna land on your crack. As you take 80 points of damage, well, with that, that's actually 80... That's not 80, that's 104. As you are now at 247. No, sorry, 274. I need you to, of course, roll me Fortitude with disadvantage.
Five.
I'm also going to need you to roll me for Constitution or Survival, please. Again with disadvantage.
Five.
As he hits you in the center piece, as he hits you directly in the solar plexus with his open palmed hand, you sort of like drag your feet down, and then sort of like the slap stops as his outreached hand has pushed you as far back as it possibly can. You crumple into it, and you let out like one cough, and then your entire body relaxes. As suddenly you keel over and crash to the floor, dead. We have a winner! Quadvia has defeated the second of the Kings of the Hill. Who will be able to step up next and defeat them? Let's find out next time. As Quadvia walks back into his corner, and poor Fletcher is dragged back out as he pops out, back and ready in his weird intangible form, and looks back, realizing his defeat. We can now the question is: we can carry on for one last match, or we can end it here.
Would you rather I go in, or should we wait?
I mean, with you in, it will take no minutes, but I think we're at a good time. We would be going over by quite a bit.
I'll leave it up to everyone else.
Unless anyone else really wants to continue, I think we can call it here.
Okay.
End of normal time for a change?
Yeah, for a change.
And a normal time for a change. Awesome. Nice. Okay, and that is where we shall end this session. Thank you very much for watching. This has been the Dev Plays the Crucible of Avarice campaign using the Animite Tales tabletop roleplay game system. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, have a wonderful night.
Goodbye, everybody!
Bye-bye.
And as always, ciao ciao for now.